I'm back.
Evening.
Good evening.
Just wait to get a few more in, then we'll get ready to go. Got 4 minutes to get in. We've got 2 people on standby. So yeah, we should have a full grid. The league's been a bit of a shambles so far in terms of people turning up, but yeah, we've got a couple of people away on holiday. Yeah, so hopefully I'll get a bit of consistency going. But yeah, at the moment, got to say, especially after the last couple of weeks, Premier League really is outshining this league, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not too good at the minute, to be fair.
Hope for a change in fortunes tonight. But yeah, plenty of reserves again, filling the grid. I think only got 12 of the full-time races in. But even still, there's some absolutely brilliant drivers we've got on show. Only 14 of them in at the moment, but most of them are online that aren't in, so they've got 3 minutes to get themselves in. Evening to Correct Savant. Evening Groove Ninja, with us in the comments. Fire Shane's got himself in, that's good to see. And one more. Yeah, Croffy does. That's why we get the stream started earlier, because Croffy takes for age. Swanshanks redeems gifted sub 50,000. Wow, that's crazy. He's obviously
Cheers,
always watching the stream, isn't he? He's redeemed his points. Even a Tree Slayer. Good to see Tree Slayer back, and we should see him next week, shouldn't we? Back in the Premier League. Tree Slayer and Starbus, the only 2 drivers on 0 points in the Premier League after just 3 races. You mentioned yesterday. Of course, none of them have raced in any, because they're both on holiday, but yeah, they've got some work to do, haven't they? They've got to get some points on the board.
I think they'll be alright.
Yeah, Tommy's in. Sully's on his way. So, as long as they let us know that they're on their way, then it doesn't matter. That's all good, but Nunda's now in. Hopefully his connection stays stable, which it hasn't done in recent weeks. Tommy's in too. So, yep, it is just... Yeah, Blaze is supposed to be racing, but whether he'll turn up or not, I don't know. Teresa is looking forward to be back on the track. We're looking forward to having him back as well. So yeah, Sully will be in that Alfa Romeo with City Sly Guy making his, debut today. The first race of the season for him. We're waiting for Black Box in the Aston Martin, and then in the Blazer's meant to be in the Red Bull. Oh, someone's actually gone. Not sure who's that. Not sure who's left, but connection, no doubt. Black Box is in. That's good to see. Oh, Menace Max decided to spectate. Someone better tell him. In the Discord, I'm sure someone will. But yeah, Max, if you want to watch, I mean, feel free. But I think you prefer the race, especially after winning the Premier League race last night. Brilliant race, wasn't it, for Menace Max? Dominated in that Mercedes. He's in the Mercedes again tonight with his mate Sam Swift. Yeah, Black Box is in. Yeah, we go. Max has sorted that out for himself. He's back in the Mercedes. Black Box will be in the Aston Martin. And then, yeah, Sully is on his way. And then, yeah, it doesn't look like Blaze is going to turn up. That's going to be a big fat boot. Yeah, Sully's in. There we go. 25. The second that changes to 26, Blaze is gone. And Immortal will be in. Well, I don't. There's a couple that have done this week. You vote to reserve, and then, oh no, can't turn up, or don't even say anything. Like, what a dickhead. But yeah, we say how it is here. No fancy professional language or whatever. Black Box in his Aston Martin, so there we go. It's almost turning to 26, and this by some miracle he turns up in the next 10 seconds. Or 2 seconds even, it's 26 now. So in comes Immortal, another absolute pacemaker, isn't he? Who reserved yesterday as well. Unfortunately, well, he started third, didn't he? Or fourth, I can't remember, but in the Ferrari, and he unfortunately had a collision with his teammate, didn't he? But yeah, he's got the pace, and he'll be joining, and the second he gets in this lobby, we can get going. So yeah, I'll go for the grid. So Sam in that Mercedes, Max reserving. We'll have Troy in the Red Bull with Immortal reserving. McLaren, we've got V, Robbie and Tommy both reserving tonight. Again, more reserves. Aston Martin have actually made a team. Black Box and Death Dragon are in there. Black Box, who leads the Champions League at the moment. Again, probably is the one that's turned up the most. This Alpine team's been incredibly strong, as well as Sloth and Siege, incredibly consistent too. KD's reserving for Ferrari today alongside Nunda. AlphaTauri, we've got Arda, who had a strong result, didn't he, last week. And then Bradfield is partnering in the AlphaTauri, which he loves so much. Alfa Romeo, they've been full of reserves the first 2 weeks, but City Sly Guy and Sully, both the Alfa Romeo drivers, are back in their seats. Haas, we've got Epic the Animal, and then Theo's reserving Haas after an impressive P5 yesterday, his best finish in the league after quite a lot of appearances. He partners Epic the Animal, he gets a chance today. And the Williams Vice Sheng's got Dan Murphy. Dan Murphy himself, a Williams driver, who's leading the championship standings. So the reserves are all very able, very top, really top drivers, aren't they? We'll just wait for Immortal to get in. Hopefully he'll be in a minute. Lobby updated. I just messaged and asked him if he's ready, and I think he must be in. And he is. There we go. So we're all good to go. We've got all 20 drivers in.
Go.
Even the vintage in the stream. Oh, and hashtag Team Sloth saying Swanshanks as he donates 200 bits. Thank you, Swanshanks. No one has to feel they have to donate anything, but anything they do, really appreciate it, and all does go back into the league. Hoping to do trophies the end of the season as well. Further down the line will be competitions and everything. So, yeah, big thank you for that. It does really help. There we go. Drivers are readying up. Well, some of them are. It would help if everyone did, so we can actually get this going. Let's race them Kers, saying Epic Animal. I think he means curbs, but yeah. The curves around here, as we saw last night. If you clip one wrong, you're gone, aren't you? But we'll see how it goes. Again, last night it was a race of survival, wasn't it? Menace Max won, McKenty second, third was Serious Mushroom, and hang on, wait, someone's been kicked from the lobby. I'm not quite sure who. It's a Red Bull. It's Troy A's been kicked from the lobby, so just hang on with the readying up. Yeah, last night, like I say, the top three M's, Max, Mushroom and McKenty, and they were on the podium purely, well, not purely because they avoided mistakes. They were incredibly quick in the race. Their race pace was brilliant, but they didn't make any mistakes, whereas everyone else either had a spin or got penalties. Yeah, and those three won it because of that. Yeah, we'll just wait for Troy to get back in the lobby. This is why when we say ready up, because then otherwise we have to end up waiting. I can't send Troy another invite because he's already been in the session. Unless he's just clicked on spectate. Yeah, he's done the spectate thing. So Troy is... There must be a glitch in the game where it makes you do that, because it's happened, seems to happen every week. It's already happened to Max, but Troy's clicked on spectate, so he needs to get himself out of it. So if someone can message him in a Discord, that'd be good. I'll do it myself. Choo Choo saying Dylan. Oh, wow. 200 bits from Vintage, 500 bits from Dylan. Oh, lovely to see. Thank you, lads.
Saturday, isn't it? Brilliant.
It is, yeah.
Thank
Hype
you,
train saying Groove Ninja. Yeah, we do have a hype train going, in fact, don't we? Troy, I hope this ain't a glitch for Troy, but he it is now half past. He needs to get himself out. If someone maybe messaged him on PS, he might not be looking at his phone. I don't know if it shows up on his screen if he's spectating. We had it last night on our screen on the stream that Max was qualifying on the softs, but he was actually on the mediums. So I really don't know. But someone can message Troy on PS as well. That would be a good help. Just to say, get your backside out of spectate so we can get this thing going. Let's go Black Box saying King01. Yeah, Black Box is the leading driver in the stands. There we go, Troy A's out. So let's go. Quickly ready up, everyone. Quickly ready up so we don't have anyone else kicked out or whatever. Hype train, yeah, CJ Sutty was saying as well. Thank you for following Sully. Yeah, of course, Sully, this is his first race since this season. So hopefully...
Oh, good luck, lad.
Goes well for him, yeah.
He'll smash it, mate.
He was brilliant last season, wasn't he, Sully? I think he got third in the standings in the end. So, yeah, he's a top driver, isn't he, Sully? We'll see what we can do in a new game as well. But, yeah, it'll be really interesting to see what we can see from everyone.
Is it 8 reserves we've got?
I think so, yeah.
Cracking drivers, aren't they? Well, sorry, 7. I'll take myself out of that. But, yeah, there's some... even though we are missing a lot of Champions League drivers, still... You look at that, can't complain really, can we?
No, we can't, absolutely not. Evening to Tommy, he's reserving today. Yeah, what I've tried to do today is make the reserves equal. So like people who have been picking people for their fantasy team, unfortunately they've dropped out late on, you've got an equal replacement. Like for example, Bill's meant to be in the Williams, he's had a drop out today, so Dan Murphy's replacing her about similar pace really, so you're not going to miss out too badly. It's the only way we can do it. That's fair, to be honest. And then also what we've tried to do is try and put reserves in their teams where possible, like Theo's in his Haas team. So, it makes him fight for a bit more. It's not just a piss about driving around.
Yeah.
They can actually, try and fight for some points for their constructor in the joint constructors. Will we have rain early on in qualifying?
All dry. Thank God.
All dry. So that means we've not got the 40-second glitch. Now, this is strange because last night we didn't have that glitch, didn't have the light glitch either. So I think the game's Codemaster finally got their game sorted. We've already got 40 viewers. Lovely to see.
Brilliant.
Get people in. Share this about. Get people in. Everyone's more than welcome. You can join a Discord as well if you're interested in joining us. Yeah, no glitch where we're 40 seconds ahead, and hopefully have no glitch on the lights. It caught me by surprise yesterday. It was lights out, and then normally we sat there waiting for about 5 seconds so they rev up. It was lights out and we actually went yesterday. And Silly Sly Guy's the first driver out. I've not seen him race very much, but the things I've heard about him are pretty incredible. Troy A, of course, retires because he's got a full quali ban from last week for having no footage after an incident. I Am Sloth does also have a Q3 ban after an incident with Lynx last week. Lynx one of those not racing tonight. But yeah, Sloth has a Q3 ban for that. Dan Murphy's also retired. So there we go, already got 3 cars retiring. Bradfield and Dan Murphy opt to start from the back, and Troy with full quali bans. There's only 2 cars already that are going to be going out. So, yeah, I don't think Q1's going to be most eventful, but it's just a bit of an opportunity to get a feel for some of the times, get used to the track. And yeah, we'll go through the standings as well soon too. Yeah, we'll definitely watch Silly Sly Guy. And
I'm on board with him, see what
Jesus
doing
Christ.
What I'm doing wrong.
Dylan, cheers, 300 bits. Oh my god, it's all gone absolutely crazy. Swan Shanks with another 300 bits, 1,000 bits from Slippery Tuner, 300 from Dylan. Wow, this is absolutely crazy. Swan Shanks tuning another 600. Thank you all so much. Brilliant. Lovely to see all that. Hype train is going. We're on board with Silly Sly Guy.
He's taking that corner like...
Yeah, he's gone over it like it's not even there, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking of mental, this chat's gone absolutely mental with all the bits. Brilliant to see. And look how wide Silly Sly Guy went there coming into that corner. Yeah, that is turn 3 that we see there. The track classes turn 2 as the one on the straight. After coming out of turn 1. The track limits there is crazy. He almost went 4 wheels off. We did get in the 102s yesterday in the end for pole position, didn't we? I think we'll comfortably be in the 102s tonight. Can we get close to the 102.5s maybe? If we do, I think this guy could be maybe the man to do it. Look at this.
Right,
Every single... Oh, Immortal needs to get out of the way, and he does just about. Yeah. He's
taking, like, yeah,
look at the track limits. It's like he's not even controlling that car. A little bit wobbly coming at Epic the Animal 103.1. Silly Sly Guy 102.8 already. Absolutely ridiculous time from Silly Sly Guy. That's incredible. Epic the Animal 103.1. He was in front. We did want to see Silly Sly Guy in his time. That was incredible.
Wow, incredible, mate.
Siege is on a lap, not too far behind. Yeah, wow, Sly Guy saying Dylan. That's just absolutely incredible that time. 102.8 beats pole time from last night. Siege is a 103.7. Again, it's a decent time.
Slouch either.
He's not.
He's 9 tenths off.
I think that might be okay to get through Siege, seeing as there's only 2 cars going to be going out of this session. And we do have obviously a lot of reserves from Premier League and Championship tonight, so even still there's no gimme because Immortal, like we saw yesterday, reserving the Premier League, starting on the second row. Here goes Cade. Oh, that's harsh. Invalidated this and next coming out the final corner. 103.5 for KD, and he's a Championship driver. He's setting a 103.5 even though he's invalidated it. Brilliant time. Immortal's another Championship driver. 3 of them reserving tonight. What can Immortal do as he crosses the line? 103.5, goes a couple of attempts ahead of Siege. We've got Haas next, I think it might be Theo. Theo is a 104.0, he's up into P5. Next we've got an Alpha Tauri. It must be Arda, but he's just on an outlap. Further back, Alpine, the Siege just on an in-lap. And then Ferrari of Nunda is on a lap, so we'll go on board with Nunda as he goes through Sector 2.
See what Nunda can do.
We'll do a lap run soon, and I promise you we'll go through the standings at some point. There's all action at the moment, isn't it? Early on in qualifying, cars eager to get out, test themselves on the track, see what it's going to be like. Level 3 on the hype train, wow. See if we can push out at level 4, come on. Talking of pushing it, Nunda's really pushing it there. 103.3 from Nunda, that's an incredible time from Nunda, that is. Really good. 103.3, yeah, it's safely through by that time, you'd think. DJ Death Dragon definitely not through by that time. 104.6, needs to improve a little bit more there on that time. Immortal's going again, he invalidated. Epic Animals retired in the pits, yeah, he's happy with that time, and I would be. Is Theo going again? Is he going to improve? He improves to 103.8. Again, it's a good time from Theo, but no gimme at that, he's safe. V Robbie, here we go. On his, as he invalidated Listen Next, he must have. Yeah, he's invalidated Listen Next coming off the final corner on his outlap, which is a shame. Yeah, that is going to happen a few times tonight, definitely. Alfa Romeo Arda, what can he do? He's incredibly quick, but he's not quick when he invalidates his time. He's going for another lap. Alpine of Sloth is further back. We've got Siege, actually. Siege went for another lap. We'll watch Siege. He's a 10th. Oh, he was nearly 2 tenths up, and now he's coming to the pits. He's aborted that lap. Yeah, young Tommy's just on an outlap, so we'll go back on board with Sloth wherever he is. There's Sloth. Of course, got Q3 banned tonight, so he can't start any higher than 10th. Of course, unless he gets through to Q3 and there's crashes. Lucky not to invalidate there, yeah. And he does a 103.7. Really close to his teammate there in P5. Mercedes next. Menace Max just on an outlap. V Robbie's invalidated. Yeah, we saw him invalidate, didn't we? Tommy's invalidated his teammate as well. Watch Arda. We have got Haas in front. I think that Haas is coming to the pits anyway. Yeah, they are. And Arda's lucky not to invalidate there. Track limits, we found that incredibly weird here last night. You could lose time going wide in the corner, it would invalidate. You could gain time here going 4 wheels off and it wouldn't invalidate. We saw that in Marvsky last night. Crazy. Here goes Arda then. DRS is open and he crosses the line and does a 103.2 up in the P3 and safely through. As we're about to see young Tommy. Sorry, V Robbie's come into the pits, so he's not gone for another lap. Tommy might go for another lap. We're seeing validated as we saw. Vice Sheng's on that lap. And Max is out. We join on with Max as he's coming out of turn 5 and he's lost his wheel. And sweet MJP did the exact same thing in Q3 yesterday. Again, any of these corners you can lose it. If you put the power down too early and hit that curb on the left-hand side, you end up losing it there. Max is going to be out starting last. Only one more driver left to go that's going to be out. because Bradfield, Dan Murphy, Troy all starting last. Troy of the quali ban, the other two options start last. Now Max, of course, has crashed, so that's 4 out already. A lot of them just need to focus on getting time. We're going to go on board with Sam Swift's lap. We'll have a look at his whole lap.
Yeah, right on board. Cool, he takes that corner.
He took a bit of that, but he had to slow down there to make sure he stayed within the track limits. Little bump in the road here. This is the first DRS zone. Down into turn 3 then. That's turn 2. He's on the straight. Clips the apex. Opens up nice. Yes, lovely there. Second DRS zone. DRS is open. And he's not on the lap here. No, he's not on the lap. I've just realised. His ERS is on 100%. So, yeah, he's backed off just as we noticed that as well. So we're going with Wei Sheng. We'll carry on with his lap. Takes a lot of that curb. Touch the curb on the left-hand side. It's risky, but he's done it and he's okay with it. And turning in for turn 6.
Lovely.
Almost 4 wheels off. Yeah, that's perfect. Swoop back in here. Don't want to go four wheels wide here because that will invalidate. And if you hit too much of that curb, that can take you off and swing you off. Now this is the real test here. He's not gone for too much of the curb. If you clip that curb, that can spin you. You want to avoid that yellow sausage curb. And how's that not invalidated? It's time, because that has for others. Great time from Wei Sheng. He's up into P3. I'm surprised it's not invalidated it, because that invalidated other drivers for doing the exact same thing. Unless he lifted off slightly, but it's a strange one. Black box is next up then. He's just done a 43.8 as he goes through sector 2. And yeah, black box doesn't need to push it. He should be through. Just with a basic time for him. Yeah, he's not pushing the curbs as much as I think he can do. You want to avoid that yellow sausage curb because that can bounce you off wide. Black box crosses the lines, a 103.1. Cool. Never mind not pushing it. And like we saw last night with the V Robbie's just started a lap. Tommy's invalidated again, unfortunately. KD's still not set a lap. Sully's still not set a lap either. Sam is going for it though. As we said last night, sorry, there was about a 10th and a half in Q1 between about 11 or 12 drivers. The margin in this league is in the Premier League especially is so tight, but with this track being the shortest track, of course there's even less room for error, so it's going to be a lot closer than normal as well. Sam Swift then, can he keep it valid coming out the final corner? He's lost it.
He kept his wheel.
Unlike his Mercedes teammate, he keeps 4 wheels on the car somehow. He improves his time, but yeah, he has got time to get back into the pits. Constantly have a yellow flag, don't we? But yeah, he's got plenty of time. 8.5 minutes still to get back in the pits. He's a lucky boy that he's still got 4 wheels on that car. V Robbie then. He's only raced in the practice race so far, but he was incredibly quick, wasn't he? Let's see what he can do here. It's a 103.2, and again, looking like one of the top pace setters. It's just a 10th and a half between 2nd and 6th. They're looking really good. But Silly Sly Guy at the moment, he's in a league of his own, isn't he? 2.5 attempts clear out in front. As we're seeing.
He's retired, yeah.
Sly Guy's just retired. He's taken through. Just seen Tommy go up to P10. Immortal's gone up into P8 as well. So at the moment, Sully and KD in the drop zone. They both need to improve their time. We're going with KD. Death Dragon's not safe there either. He needs to find a good second or so at least. There's a McLaren stopped still on the track. I think he's just getting out of the way. Is that V Robbie? Yeah, he's had a spin. He's had a spin.
Wei Sheng has just gone P2.
Wei Sheng, he has, yeah, but V Robbie's just had a spin. We're just watching that at the moment. Not sure what's happened to him there. Wei Sheng did go up to P2, and he's only half a 10th off Sly Guy now. Second driver in the 102s. I think Sam's just nursing that no wing car home. Death Dragon is on his lap. KD, I see where he's getting to. It's third lap on these, 3 laps on these tyres already, so it won't be at maximum performance. It's going to be a competitive time though, at least. He crosses the line, 103.4, great time from KD. Puts it up into P8, and we're just seeing Arda go up to P3. He's improved his time too. Again, they're just doing practice laps now, but it's risky because we've seen how easy it is to lose your wheel. Death Dragon must have invalidated. This is the next lap on the final corner. Yeah, so at the moment, your bottom 5, the only 5 yet to set a time. Sully, of course, is going to go and set a lap. Sam Swift and Death Dragon, again, they're not set their quickest laps yet, have they? Death Dragon's retired. He's crashed. We'll go on board with Sloth because look, coming out of turn 3, he's just put the power down too early and lost his wheels. So Death Dragon is out. He will start 15th at best. Sully just, well, Sam will need to set a time as well if Sully improves, but all Sam will need to do is beat a 104.6, which he should do. Yeah, it looks like we've got our bottom 5 already, but Sully, yeah, like I say, Sully needs to set this lap and Sam needs to improve. I know. Oh, Sully's invalidated. No need to push it. Only got a 104.6 to beat. I know it says Sam's above DJ at the moment, but when Sully goes up, how this game works is silly. It'll push Sam down to 16 because DJ Death Dragon is quicker. Been missing the comments. Silly Sly guy saying 3 drivers in 0.014. Oh, it's incredibly close. If you've not seen the Premier League stream from last night, go and watch it. Go and look at Q1 times. Absolutely incredible how close they were. Never seen anything like it. But even today, it's incredibly close. Max apologising, I think, for that error to his Mercedes teammates. It happens, doesn't it? Max has done plenty for Mercedes after that win last night. He leads the Premier League standings. Disappointed in himself, rookie error. You're starting last. Starting last. You know, there's no pressure on you at all. He's only reserving. He's just going to try his best to get some points for Mercedes in the race. If one tyre is on the white line, then it's valid. Yeah, well, we've seen cars go 4 wheels off yesterday, and it's still valid. Track limit 0 broke. So you are in multiple tracks on this game, but you have to deal with it. Sully gets slides in a little bit, but like I say, he can afford that. He doesn't need to push this to max power just because he, like I say, he only needs to beat a 104.6, which he should comfortably do with his pace. Mind you, I've not seen him on this game yet, so he might struggle a bit more, not too sure. Welcome to Kunza. Big ups to Nunda, the driver of the future.
Driver of the future.
Yeah, Max saying how he lost it turn 4 early on. A bit behind in the comments just because I've been busy watching this. Commentator's curse saying Jamie M. Wright. I think I'm not quite sure what he meant about that. It's Bradfield trying to copy Dan's tactics. He is, yeah. All goes wrong. The qualifying bit goes well. When it comes to the race, all goes a bit wrong.
Yeah, well, Dan Murphy does it. I think he does it for the challenge. I just try and avoid damage and see where I end up.
Doubt Sully's going to match his Alfa Romeo's teammates time, but I think it's going to be enough to see Sully through. He crosses the line, and wow! Oh, well, I said it. I doubted matches Alfa Romeo teammate time. He's not far off.
Incredible!
Look at that from Sully. Yeah, he's having a bit of a weave on the track, as if to say, "Told you so." I don't blame him. That's incredible. Sam Swift then, yeah, he's down his time, but we know. Oh, he's invalidated. Listen, next. He didn't. There's no need for that. Look, he'd have been doing a 103.3. He could have backed off there and crawled across the line. Sloth, yeah, he's lost it, hasn't he?
I think he's alright.
No need to risk it. He's through. They are doing practice race runs, I think, a lot of them. Yeah, Sam needs to coast that car back around. Yeah, we'll look back. He might look at oh God, let me start that again. He might look back at that and regret it. He could have just completely backed off in that corner. He still would have been safety through. Theo's retired in 14th, and
Don't know, I think
yeah, he's safety through, isn't he? Safety through, so yeah, he's happy there.
Course, yeah.
After that Death Dragon crash, yeah, so everyone is the only driver that can do anything now is Sam. He just needs to beat that time with DJ Death Dragon. So yeah, whilst he's preparing his lap, Siege is the only other car out on track doing a practice lap at the moment. Good time for us to look through the standings. Have a quick look. We'll go through the Premier League from last night first. The Premier League updated after last night. Max in the lead with 51. Irish second with 40. And third is Tango with 34. That's the top 3. But as we said, all of them have scored points. Apart from Tree Slayer and Starbus who haven't raced yet. Sam now going for his lap. Champions League after 2 races. Black Box leads with 30. Lynx is in second with 28. Of course not racing tonight though. Vice Sheng in third with 25 after the win last week. Sloth in 4th for 21. Arda's 5th. Siege is 6th. And yeah, there's still 9 drivers, yet to get a point. So it's still all in the open in terms of down the bottom, but it is Black Box in a strong position at the moment. Again, there's just so much pace in this league. It's not going to be about one win and you're looking good to win the title. It's all going to be about consistency, turning up every week, avoiding mistakes, avoiding errors. That's what's going to win you this title. And Sam Swift here. His main aim is just to avoid errors. Yeah, he's not pushing the curbs.
Sector 3.
He doesn't need to push the curbs.
Good lap.
This is where it's gone wrong for him coming out the final corner though. On his 2 previous laps. Again, yeah, he's not pushed. There he goes. Turned in extra early that time. Lovely. Nowhere near going wide. And he crosses the line. It's a 103.3.
Yeah.
5th lap on those tyres. He's got a lot more pace in the bag than that, definitely. But that's what I mean. It's all he needs to do. He's safety through. And that's a bit of a mediocre end to Q1 because Yeah, Siege and Sam, the only cars out on the track, but they're both safely through. Max will be starting last, Troyer 19th. Max, of course, with a crash, Troyer with a quali ban. Bradfield and Dan Murphy opt to start last. They're going to be 17th and 18th, sharing the 9th row because of the other two drivers behind them. And Death Dragon 104.6, but did have a crash. Don't think we got to see his true time, so he's going to be the only driver that's set a lap to be out in P16. Got a minute or so left in this qualifying session. We'll just watch Siege's car drive around. I can catch up the comments. Sup you all saying Psycho like Stanton. Evening to Psycho.
Mate.
The only thing Bradfield finishes is his wine. Yeah, he's still not even sure about
that
that mushroom.
Mushroom, is it?
Yeah,
is
he struggles to finish that. Just mushroom struggles finishing that. 5 retired. Why isn't everyone just retiring? Well, Sam's through now. Yeah, I mean they can just retire, can't they? But it's only 15 seconds now. I think Siege doing a practice run as well. Let's have a look. Dan finishes though. Yeah, that's the difference between them, isn't it?
Sick of it.
Yeah, evening to Jamie Enright, evening to Lucy as well. In the comments.
Siege's lost it.
Oh, he's got to be careful.
Yeah.
I hope he don't get done for blocking the pit lane, or is it all driving backwards here? He's got to get a move on with that car. I got disqualified for blocking the pit lane after I spun into it on Thursday, but he's okay. Yeah, Siege is okay, and that should be the end of the qualifying session. Or Sully's retired the track just so we can get a move on with it. Yeah, no doubt he did. Jamie Enright just posting a load of emojis or whatever he's doing. Here we go then. Steady Sly Guy and Vice Sheng. They look like they're going to be your pole battle.
That's going to be a battle, isn't it?
You might have seen some of these drivers just backing off here. I think some of them set their lap early on in the session and didn't have to go out again. Some of them have set it late on the session, didn't absolutely push it because they knew they were through if they set a time in the 103s. But there you go, let your drivers that are through. Sly Guy and Vice Sheng. That could be a great rivalry, that. But look at all these drivers below. A lot of them are reserves tonight, but the top 6, the top 9 even, are all full-time drivers in this league, apart from V Robbie. V Robbie, if he has a good race today, could be a full-time driver after next week. But we didn't get time to see who's gone out, but we know who has gone out. Dry, saying Young Tommy. Groove Ninja with his octopuses and Banana Buster. And Theo as well. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. Oh, new sub to Psycho like Stanton. Oh, and that's been gifted by Young Tommy. Thanks for the gifted sub, Tommy. Wanted some rain, saying Mushroom. Yeah, we've had enough of that the last 2 races here, haven't we?
We don't want any rain.
Yes, it makes a great watch though. It always spices things up, doesn't it, when we get rain? Yeah, we forgot to look at the constructors' standings. We'll have a look through them. In the lead are Alpine. I said Sloth and Siege. Consistent team. It doesn't really matter. They're on 31. Aston Martin 30, 28 for Alfa Romeo and McLaren, 25 for Williams, 21 for AlphaTauri, 20 for Haas, 11 points separate at top 7, 12 for Ferrari, 8 for Mercedes, and Red Bull are on none at the moment. So, yeah, it'd be good if Troy can get some points. But just seeing a Red Bull come out the pits, and that's reserving for Red Bull today, Immortal. So maybe Immortal can help out Red Bull today and get some points on the board for them. Yeah, like I say, strategy here is going to be medium soft or soft medium, and unless safety cars come into it or if rain wants to come into it, although we've been told it shouldn't.
No, all dry, all sunny.
So Sly's first one out. Again, I think there might be a run on the scrub softs, or he might be committing to starting the softs, get it one and done. Yeah, I'd go for a run on the mediums first, a proper run, and I wouldn't hesitate to put the softs on myself here. I'll watch Sly Guys. Oh, he's invalidated this the next, I think, here. So yeah, I think for Sly Guy, this is just a banker lap. Next is going to be Epic the Animal. Again, I'm not sure if it's a banker lap for him or not. He is using his ERS, so he might be able to. And look how he almost goes 4 wheels wide, clips that curb coming into turn 1. He looks like he's pushing it. So we'll see what he does. He might be going to start on the softs. You never know, these drivers are 15.7 sector 1 time. Yes, a proper good time. It's just a matter of whether he backs off towards the end. Puts his foot down well. And Dylan's just offered 5 gifted subs as well, so 5 people, 5 subscriptions he's gifted to. Wow, big thanks to Dylan. He's gifting to Menace Max, Rough One, J Marts, Roscoe, and DJ Death Dragon have all got subscriptions now. So, yeah, and Psycho saying big thank you to Tommy. I'm sure they will to Dylan as well. Big thanks to Dylan and to Tommy as well, and everyone
Dylan,
else that's donated in the stream.
Tommy, brilliant.
Absolutely lovely to see. Epic the Animal then, does he back off on his lap, or is he going to go to commit to start on these softs? Is he going to back off? He's not, is he? 1029, Epic the Animal is going to be starting on the softs. Sully's next on the mediums. He's done a 103.4. Good time for the mediums that. We're talking about Red Bull earlier on. AC Immortals on the softs. That left front tyre looks a bit dirty there. I'm not sure if he's had a dip into the gravel. Oh, he's invalidated, isn't he? Yeah, he just invalidated. I was looking at his tyre. Got distracted by that. 103.70. I don't think he was pushing it anyway, just in a practice run. KD's on the mediums, 103.4. That's important. He's ahead of Sully. That could be really important. But because track is so short here, tyre wear's not so bad. So you might see them do a couple of laps on the mediums or even the softs to get through. It won't hurt them too much. Yeah, Epic Yanel's nursing those tyres home now, trying to save as much tyre wear as he can out of them. Theo's on the soft tyres. Is it a banker lap again? Yeah, it is a banker lap because you can see his time. And he's backed off there, as you can see on the track. So just a banker lap, and he'll probably go to the mediums, I think. Theo, Alfa Romeo coming in the pits, back to see Mercedes. That must be Sam. Of course, his teammate's out. I don't think anyone's actually on a lap at the moment, unless Sully's going again. No, he's not. He's coming in the pits. So watch Sam Swift on his lap. Go to the overhead view. Yeah, Mercedes obviously had a 1-2 last night of Max and Tango. They've been looking incredibly strong, haven't they? And yeah, see what Sam Swift can do. Obviously his teammate Max, who's reserving for him tonight. Now reserving for the other Mercedes driver, who is... I can't remember. Who is the other Mercedes driver? That's awful of me. Can't remember. No, there is no other Mercedes driver. There you go. That's probably why.
Oh, is that the full,
so
spare
we
seat,
got Mercedes and a Red Bull seat free. Yeah, like I say, there are 2 seats free. So if anyone wants them, you need to let us know if you are reserved. And Sam's backed off in this lap, so he might be saving up for another run. Like I say, good again, short track. So on a second run, you might be a bit quicker because it takes extra time to warm the tyres up. You don't want to be doing that though.
He was lucky to get that damage there.
He clipped that curve there. He's not got damage, but watch Immortal. I think Immortal again is just a banker lap because you don't want to start on 3-lap hold softs. But we saw it yesterday. You come to the right here if you want to come into the pitch. You see the line in a minute. If you clip that curb on the right hand side, even if you're crawling along, about to come into the pits, you can spin and lose it. Just like Sam did there. Immortal's a 103.5 on the soft tyre, so I'm not sure. Yeah, I think he's got to improve on that. KD and Sully are quick on the mediums. That's not going to be good enough to get him through. V Robbie's going to invalidate. No, he's not going to invalidate. It's a 103.6, but yeah, as you can see, that's fair to not invalidate him there because he clearly backed off and lost time from doing it, so that's why it didn't invalidate from him. He went very wide around there. Black Box on out lap, he is on the softs. Young Tommy's on a lap on the softs. DRS open for him. Yeah, Black Box about to start his lap. Tommy is the next car down. He's in sector 2 at the moment. Now this curb here, take a lot of that curb. I know, it's crazy. I'll do that and just fly and get spun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tommy didn't have the best of races last night. I don't know if he had sideboard damage, but yeah, he did struggle here last night. In his race, he was involved in a collision on that one. But yeah, it definitely didn't help. Yeah, sideboard damage really does affect you around here, as Far found out last night. Of course, he just couldn't get it going with that damage. It's just a banker lap from Tommy, as we can see. But then behind, Immortals coming into the pits. We've got then, that must be Slot. Who is that? Oh, these, I tell you what, these cars. Too much blue. I love blue, it's my favourite colour. But it's too much because I can't tell which car's which. Nunda's just started the lap. McLaren coming in the pits. Alfa Romeo coming in the pits as well. By Sheng then. 15.7 on the mediums for sector 1. I think that matches Epic the Animals on the softs. Don't forget though. Oh, Black Box went up to P2. Missed him. 103.0 should be safety through with that time. Yeah, Vice Shay in front's got a bit of traffic. I think Tommy's just on another lap, and then Arda's there actually too as well on the soft tyres. We're going with Arda just in front, almost 4 wheels off there. Yeah, the sector 1 time, you can't read too much into that because it literally is one turn. If you get turn 1 right, you know you're getting a great time. So being on mediums doesn't really cost you in sector 1. Shortest sector, I think, on the whole calendar. Here goes Arda then. Nice coming out the final corner. If he's on the soft tyres, he should be safety through. And he goes up to P1 with a 1:02.8 from Arda. That's an incredible time. And Vice-Shane goes P4, 1:03.1 on the mediums. That's incredible from Vice-Shane. Wow. Really liking that sort of time. Nunda's next on the mediums. He crosses the line, he goes up to P7. I'm not sure that's going to be enough from him. There we go, everyone else now just on an in lap that's on the track. And then we've got Sam and Silly Sly guy on an out lap. Everyone else is in the pits. Jake loves blue. I think he's an Everton fan. Disguise. Absolutely not. No, I do like blue. It's always been my favourite colour. Obviously, I support Liverpool, which obviously wear red. In fact, I've got my Liverpool shirt on me now. One earlier. Wearing
that fucking thing off?
Brilliant. No, keep it on. Keep it on. But yeah, no doubt, blue is confused on this game. It's just as Williams, Alpine, Red Bull. AlphaTauri's like a dark dolphin blue, isn't it? Mercedes is like a turquoise. Talking Mercedes, Sam's going to start his lap. I'm not sure if Nunda's going again, actually. No, he's not going again. So we will watch Sam's lap coming out of turn 1. Gets away nicely there. I think the top 4 are safely through. I don't think you can beat those times. But yeah, KD and Down will be looking over their shoulders because, like I say, both Alpines, Sam and Silly Sly Guy all yet to set a lap. Silly Sly Guy's not too far behind Sam, so once Sam crosses the line, we'll then go on board with Sly Guy. Hopefully Sam can avoid what his teammate did, and Sly Guy slowed down. So he must have invalidated. Yeah, Sly Guy did invalidate. It must have been coming out of turn 1. And Sam on the mediums. And I think his target here is just to try and get... Oh, and Sly Guy's now giving his teammate Sully a slipstream. Look at this. Yeah, that was really good of him. Helping out his teammate. Back on board with Sam.
Good lap here.
It does look good, but is it going to be good enough? 1:03.2 on the mediums. That is an incredible lap from Sam. Up into P5. Again, he's just grown and grown since he joined the middle of last season. He started off in League 1, which was our 3rd tier last season. And he's just improved and improved and improved. Sully is going again, as we saw. He's got a bit of slipstream from Sly Guy, didn't he? Coming out of turn 3, so that might have helped him. But second lap on these mediums, I think he'll definitely improve. And he does improve. Goes up to 1:03.1. Top 6 are looking really good with those times. Everyone else definitely not safe at the moment. Sly Guy is now going again. Hopefully he didn't invalidate this in next on the final corner. No, he didn't.
No, he hasn't.
Sly Guy's going again. Siege is a bit further in front. So we'll watch Siege. He's in sector 1. 15.8 possibly. Oh, yeah, 15.8. Got that spot on. Oh, he's gone a bit wide and he's going to hit a bit of that curve. That's at least a 10th he's lost there from doing that Siege. And that might be the difference. And Immortal's crashed. How's he crashed there? How on earth has he crashed in the middle of the straight? But Immortal's... Well, he was in 9th, but he's going to be out now. 10th at best. Yeah. I'm sure he'll get knocked out anyway with that time, because 3 cars yet to set a time. But I don't know how he's crashed there. It's an incredibly strange place to crash. I don't know if his pad's turned off or disconnected or his cap jumped up at his wheel. I don't know, but it's a really strange place to lose it. Here goes Siege then. It'll be difficult for this time to get him through, I think, by watching the lap. And yeah, it is only 11th for Siege. Sly Guy's just behind. Through. DRS open.
He's done the 1:02 on the mediums.
1,000th quicker than Epic the Animal, and he's on the mediums. In the 1:02s on the mediums. Not bad.
Guy.
Not too bad.
What? I thought Denzo was quick, but this lad is just like messing my head up.
No, Tommy's saying it was Jake the Slayer messing him over was he had wing damage trying to... That's what affected him the most.
Tommy.
So Tommy didn't have side damage. But yeah, we're watching Tommy now as it happens. I've actually got Theo out in front who's on another time. He's committed to starting the mediums because he's on them again. I think he'll struggle to get through on them though, Theo. In all honesty. Last couple of corners been really good though. He crosses the line. Yeah, he's only 13th. He's going to struggle to get through on those tyres. Both Alpine drivers. I don't think Siege is on a lap, as he know he's coming in the pits. I think Siege will probably go to the softs. It's definitely worth it round here. Wouldn't sit in the middle of the field. I'd go to try and get through.
I can't get over that time on the mediums.
It's crazy, isn't it? 102.8. Obviously, you don't gain as much time being on the medium. You don't lose as much time. It's only about 4 attempts from being on the mediums. But even still, that is crazy. Here goes Sloth then. DRS Open. He's on the mediums as well. 103.5. Decent time from Sloth for the medium tyres.
He's not slow.
But look, it's this, P10. Is that going to be enough? Is the question, isn't it? KD's going again. Yeah, I'm not sure that's going to be enough from Sloth. Obviously, if cars behind put the mediums, put the softs on, Sloth's not going to have time to get back and put mediums on. He's not low on fuel, so he might save up for one more lap. But Tommy's invalidated his lap. We've got Theo is off. He's had a spin. He's not got damage, so if he's got fuel, he can cool that car down. He won't have time to get back in the pits and come back out now, so see what Theo does. Oh, you got to be careful. He's out. Theo's out, yeah. He'll be starting down in 15th then. We know Immortal's out as well because he's crashed. Yeah, Siege is back out on the softs. Fee Robbie's now coming out on the softs. Young Tommy, will he stay out? He is staying out, so he's going to go for another run on the mediums. All or nothing now for Tommy. Might as well push it to the limit. He's going to be out anyway if he doesn't improve.
Go for it, lad.
And yeah, Sloth and Nunda's still in the pits. I think he's... Yeah, he goes. He's now coming out. I was going to say he's risking a bit. KD is on a lap and Sloth is on a lap. And yeah, like we said, the top 7, those times, I think they're going to be okay. I've been wrong before. Sloth's going again then. Just started his lap. KD's backed off, so he's saving up for another run. He'll only have time for one more run if our timing's right on the screen. Sully's on out lap on the soft, so maybe change the strategy for Sully. Unless these are the scrubs, because I think Sully's through that time. I think he should be okay. Change your strategy, or maybe just going for a practice run on scrub softs. But Sloth is up through sector 1. We've got to go on board with a Siege on out lap. V Robbie's on out lap, so Tommy is next. Yeah, he's 2.5 temps up as well. That's great from Tommy to be 2.5 temps up. He's looking good to jump up into that P8 at the moment. And that P8 is the target. I think 7th and above is going to be really difficult to beat for Tommy. But if he can get up into P8, he gives himself a good chance. Oh, he's hit that curb. He's okay. He's okay. He crosses the line. He does get that P8 pretty comfortably too. P8 for Tommy. 52 viewers. Love to see it. KD then. Oh no, that's not KD. That's Nunda. Nunda on his out lap then. KD is not too far behind. What can Sloth do? He improves and goes up to P8, takes that back off Tommy. Sloth up into P8, pushes Tommy down already. KD is next and he's a 10th up. He's a 10th up on these mediums. I think he might take that place straight back off Tommy. Can he get Sloth low? That could be important. He needs to get ahead of Sloth, I think.
Did he do?
He does get ahead of Sloth.
Yeah.
That could push Sloth out. Sloth and Tommy are all done. It's all down to Nunda, V Robbie and Siege, and they are all on fresh soft tyres. Siege is going to be first, some 2.5 temps up. I think Tommy and Sloth could both be out here. KD could be in trouble still. KD's still in trouble if all 3 of these improve. Siege is going to be first of the soft runners then. Sully has retired, so he's safety through. Siege is about to cross the line. He's only 11th. Only 11th. Siege is out. V Robbie's next. What can V Robbie do? Up into P4 and safety through. And Nunda's 2 temps up. Yeah, Tommy's in the pit, so Tommy is out. Siege is out. It's all between Sloth and Nunda now. Can Nunda knock Sloth out? Can he do it? Nunda in the Ferrari, about across the line. He doesn't.
Wow.
I'm surprised. But Sloth is through then. Said earlier, the softs and medium, there's not a huge amount of difference around here because there's only 10 turns. And it's such a short track, so it doesn't make the biggest of difference, but even still, would have thought Nunda and Siege would have been able to jump Sloth, Tommy and possibly KD there. But it looked like it's just a stretch too far. But yeah, Tommy is just out from that time to Sloth. Look how close it is between, well, 12th and 4th. Well, you can go the whole field, can't you? 13th to 1st is 6 temps. Yeah, Siege and Nunda thought they'd done a bit better on that lap. We'll look at the best. So there we go, on the softs going through, we've got V Robbie, Black Box, Arda and Epic, and the other 6 are through on the mediums.
What? Got the toilet back in a minute.
Yeah, confirmation Elavuz through. Again, as we said a minute ago, Arda, I think a couple of leads would have got through on the mediums, but it's just changing strategy. Like I said here, it's soft medium or medium soft. One's maybe not comfortable, but it's easily that strategy, so they'll get a better start off the line. Obviously, they'll try and push up and hope for a safety car around that 14, 15, and that'll put them on mediums to the end. But yeah, definitely worth doing something different, because if every driver in the top 10 does the same strategy, you know, it's just going to be caught in a train, not going to be going anywhere. So it is good to see a variation of tyres in the top 10. Just wait for them all to ready up. Then we've got Q3. Let's get the pole ready. Sully will dominate this race, St. Jamie. Yeah, Irish friends, aren't they? Sloth got away with murder on that last corner, full car length off the track. Yeah, we saw it yesterday. Marvsky went 4 lengths off. Still think KD's good for a podium. Same Mushroom cheering his Mercedes teammate. Obviously, he's not racing Mercedes tonight, but he is in Mercedes normally, isn't he? As is Mushroom, their teammates in the championship. So, yeah, Silly's time. Ramsell's just picking out. Yeah, vintage as well. WTF, a lot of WTF at that time. Absolutely brilliant time that was, wasn't it? Right, I will get this pole going. Pole for pole position. Who do you think's going to get pole position? I wonder who's going to win it. But we did see Silly Sly go and validate a couple of laps, didn't we? So that could be important. With it being a short track, again, I know I keep saying that, there might be time for 3 runs in this session as well. So watch out for that, and you'll see cars fuel up for a couple of laps as well. I'm now going to get that pole position. Pole running whilst we watch Epic the Animals. He's going to be the first time out on a track. First driver to start his lap, sorry. Too busy typing. We'll go for Silly Sly Guy. We'll put Black Box. We'll put Vice Shane. Got to put Vice Shane as well. He's always in contention for pole position. He has so many, hasn't he? Sloth, of course, won't be one of them because he's got that Q3 ban. We'll say Arda. And then we've got the other option as well. You've got 3 minutes. Get your votes in for this poll. Who do you think's going to be on pole position? Here we go then. Epic the Animal. As he starts his lap, he's going to get the viewing purposes are seen as he's first. AlphaTauri moving out of the way for him. Turn 1 wasn't too bad. So it wasn't too bad. It's pretty perfect. It's a 15.6 through sector 1. Little bit wide there. No, that wouldn't have cost him at all. It's a good exit there from Epic the Animal. Second DRS zone's open. He has got a car up in front of Mercedes, but should move out the way nicely for him. Takes a bit of the curb. Takes a bit too much on that curb, and he has loads of the margins that are going to cost you pole position in this league at the end of the day. Got to get the perfect lap if you want pole. Again, he wobbles a little bit coming off that curb. Even still, looks like it's going to be a super quick lap, and he invalidates. Epic the Animal invalidates, but go on to the next car, which is Sly Guy. Sly Guy invalidates as well. Next one is Sully, and that's a McLaren in the wall. We just missed it, but coming out of turn 1, we saw a car spinning. V Robbie's out. He's crashed into the wall. So V Robbie won't be setting a time either. Sully is going to be the first one to set a time. No, he's not, because he's invalid as well. Well, they're all bottling it here, aren't they? The pressure's getting to all. KD's going to set the first time then. Wow, KD is a 103.3, only his time set so far. That's Arda just on an out lap there. We got Vice Sheng also on an out lap. Black Box is on a lap too. No, he's not. He's backed off of his lap. So at the first run, only 1 car set a time. V Robbie crashed. Sully invalidated. Epic invalidated. Sly Guy invalidated.
Wow.
And a few haven't actually set their time yet. But the first one to do so is going to be Epic the Animal. Black Box might set a time, but it's just a slow lap. KD will be laughing at this, won't he? Championship driver, he raced in the 3rd tier and he's currently P1 in the Champions League. But not going to say like that, we know that.
It can change, yeah.
It can change. Pole position, pole. We'll get to that in a minute. What can Epic do? Here we go then. And he does a 102.8. That's an incredible time. Sully's off the track. Sly Guy does a 102.9. He's only second. Only second. Right, KD's coming to the pits. What can Arda do? Oh, something stuck in my throat. And he's a bit wide, isn't he? He didn't clip that curb coming in, did he? Arda crosses the line. It's only a 103.2. He can do better than that.
Definitely.
And Sly Guy's invalidated this time round as well, even though he's a 10th up, so he's struggling out of turn 1. He nearly lost it there as well. So he is struggling. Vice Shane's invalidated this time. Black Box hasn't invalidated his time.
They're pushing it here,
they're struggling. Yeah, they're struggling here, aren't they? Epic the Animals looking good with that time. We know Sly Guy and Ard have got more time in the bag than that. Here's Black Box though. Clips the curb nicely. He's got turning a bit early, but not too early. That's okay. Black Box DRS open. Crosses the line. 102.9. P3 for Black Box. Close. This is really close. And what's going on here? We've got Epic the Animal and Sly. They're just getting out of the way for... Vice Shane's invalidated again. Sam, they're getting out of the way for, and he's invalidated anyway. And yeah, Vice Shane getting out of the way for Black Box. So yeah, they're struggling here, aren't they? V Robbie's out. Sloth's got a quali ban, and they keep invalidating their times. Nearly half the session's gone already. Pole position poll. 12 of you voted. 10 for Vice Sheng and 2 for Sly Guy. Well, currently Epic the Animals in P1. And Sam's not got the best exit out of turn 1. Arda's in the pits. I think Black Box is going again actually, so we'll watch Black Box. He's only 3,000 up at the moment, but you know, that could be the margin between pole position. And he's down a little bit now, maybe some of the wear and these soft tyres starting to go slightly. Will he set the lap? Does he think he can gain time in sector 3 for the last couple of corners? No, he can't. He's coming in the pits. But you see, he can nearly spin on that curb as well. So next we go on board with Sam. As you know, Vice Shane validated again, but he's going to be going again. Sam Swift it is. Who says this man can't get pole position? 44.1 though. I don't think that's one of the best times we've seen. No, it's not. I don't think that sector time's going to be enough, and he knows it. Yeah, he's backed off. KD's back on outlap. Yeah, definitely going to go for 3 runs in this session, as is Sully just behind. Vice Sheng invalidates again, coming out of turn 1. It must have been turn 1. Surely not invalidated on the straight. Mind you, I wouldn't put it past this game. Mushroom saying he didn't get the pole come up. Not quite sure why. Sly Guy will get pole, saying Rick Dalton. Yeah, so he's voted for Sly Guy. He's
I'm
in
going to go for
P2 at the
Sly
moment.
Guy, Epic the Animal, and I for sort of a Black Box and Vice Sheng.
KD's on his lap. Then watch KD. Can't see his split time. Oh, he's nearly half a tenth down. So he must have made a mistake at turn 1. It's the only place you can make a mistake, really, in sector 1, isn't it? Turn 1. Sully behind. We saw his pace in Q2. Absolutely incredible. Q1 even. Incredible pace he had on the soft tyres. See if he can match that. Might be good enough for close to pole. Might only be good enough for 7th or 8th. Can't be any worse than 8th. 9,000 up now is KD. And he's invalidated, yeah. Unlucky there from KD. We're going board with Sully. Sully's going slowly, so he's doing an extra preparation lap. They're the only 2 cars out on the track at the moment, so it's KD going for another lap. He will do. So again, we're back on board with KD. Let Bradfield take you through the lap.
Who are we with, sorry?
KD.
Talk to my little boy, KD. Right, he can take this. Oh no, he's just missed that little bump there. Good exit though. Dude, this is a tricky one for me. I don't like this corner at all. This is where I spin. Oh, he's hit that perfectly there. 3rd, coming out 4th and 5th. This one's a tricky one as well. Yeah, he's done that nice and smooth there from KD. Another horrid corner for me. I think every corner's horrid for me.
You said that every corner.
43.
2 temps up. He could get in the 102s here.
Come on, KD. Last few corners now. Dropped it in 6th. Yeah, that's what I do.
Coming at the final corner then.
There. Here we go. Is it 102? Oh, it's a 102.
KD's in P1.
Fantastic.
Where did that come from? Sully's just behind on a lap, don't forget. And Sully's in P4. We've got 5 drivers in the 102s. Where on earth did that come from KD? A championship driver. He's been holding back a little bit, hasn't he?
Incredible.
Sully's invalidated. He's low on fuel, Sully. He will have time to get back in the pits, so... Wow.
That surprised me there.
Shock's not even the word. It's surprised everyone, I think. He must have got that lap perfect. Silly Sly Guy on board with now. Wide line, invalidates in turn 1. It invalidated in 2 places. He went 4 wheels over the corner and 4 wheels wide out of it. He's just got to save up. He'll have time for another 2 runs as long as he
has enough fuel.
Yes, has enough fuel for it. Yeah, Sully's
Who
not
else
on
have we
another lap,
got?
he's invalidated. KD's not going for another lap, he's down his time. So Black Box is just starting his lap. He's going to be next. And he's invalidated as well,
He's
coming
done
out
as
of
well.
turn one. It's just
Pushing it. Really pushing it.
Sam Swift we're going board with then. See if we can be on board with him for longer than just turn one. Arda's only done 103.2 at the moment. I say only, but he's got a lot more pace than that. Sam completely avoiding that curb on the right hand side there, and I don't blame him, because at least he manages to get past turn one with the lap still valid. Takes a lot of the curb. I can't see the split time for the sector, because that bloody on air thing always pops up at the end of every sector time, it seems to happen. He's getting a bit of a tow here, Sam, off Vai Sheng. Not sure if Vai Sheng knew he was actually helping the arrival there, but
Yeah, he's taking
that's
that corner
nice there
nicely
from Sam. Stays off that curb on the left hand side. Definitely the right thing to
Lovely
do.
and smooth.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
car turns. I can't get my car to turn like that somehow. 43.7's the sector time. Yeah, and this has looked a really good lap from Sam. It's just a matter of how quick is he going. You know, has he got a fast setup on? He's managing these corners well, so it's difficult to tell. But this has looked really good. Faultless lap from Sam from what I've seen. DRS is open.
It's gonna be
Sam's
a
about to cross the
102.
line. It's a 102.8 and Sam's up in the P3. We thought it looked good, and it was bloody good indeed from Sam. Sixth drive in the 102s, and he's only 5 thousandths off second. Vai Sheng makes it out of turn one this time. That's good to see. Epic Yanimals on out. We've got everyone else on the lap actually in front. Silly Sly Guy, 3.5 tenths up coming out of sector 2. Are you kidding me?
No, mate. I can't deal with this.
This could be in the 102 fours. Final corner. He's not invalidated. Oh, let's see.
My God,
It's a 102.5
102.5.
from Silly Sly Guy. He's managed to do it. I can't see that being beaten. I can't see that being beaten. That is just incredible. Black Box though, that's a really good line he's taken there. Comes out in the final corner. He's going to gain some time here, Black Box. What can he do? 102.7 up into P2 is Black Box. Now the track's getting quicker. Arda's invalidated. He's going to have time for another run though, Arda. He's got the fuel, so he'll be able to do it. Vai Sheng's invalidated somewhere else this time. He's only got one more attempt at actually setting a lap here. Sam Swift has not gone again. He's saved up, and I think he might be... Was he coming in the pits? If Sam's coming in the pits, I'm not sure why he's not going for another lap. Might have enough fuel, but Epic the Animal has backed off as well. Is he backing off just for one more lap? Yeah, he's going for one more lap.
Yeah,
Epic the
gosh.
Animal just behind. That's Sully just on an out lap. KD's on an out lap again. Sam's retired in the pits. Yes, Sam is done. That's an incredible time. Yeah, Black Box only 2 temps off. Sly Guy as well. KD now starting his lap. Is Sly Guy going again? He might have been going again, but he's invalidated anyway. No, he wasn't. So Sly Guy is all done. Black Box behind. I think he's going again though. Let's see if Black Box can improve. He's going to be next across the line. He's going to struggle to improve on the time he's already set, because it simply was brilliant.
Yeah.
But he's still going for it, so I think he might have a bit of time here, Black Box. He crossed the line. He does have a bit of time. He gets within a tenth and a half of Sligo. That P2 is looking good. What can Arda do? He's finally going to get a decent time set. He crosses the line. It's only a 103.0 for Arda, so he's definitely got more time than that. And Vai Sheng invalidates again. Vai Sheng's going to start in 10th, because he's not even set. All he needs to do is set a time to be ahead of V Robbie and Sloth. But he's down in P10, so he didn't manage to set a time. Epic the Animals next then. Now going through sector 3. We've only got 3 cars left on their laps. Oh, he's so close to invalidating. He's taking a lot of that curb. That's going to push him wide now. Epic the Animal, DRS open, about to cross the line. P4 for Epic the Animal. Only gained a tiny bit of time and stays in that position. Sully's next, and he's only in P6. And KD stays in P3. So Silly Sly Guy is on pole position for the Austrian Grand Prix. Oh, there's a wheel there set on the track. And that was a... I know people were saying Silly Sly Guy was going to run away with it. And I think if he sets the perfect time at the longer tracks, and he could do, but it's just a short track, so it's difficult to pull away. But even still, that's incredibly close. And Black Box, who leads the Champions League at the moment, is in P2, and that's a great lap from him. KD, I don't know where that came from. Championship driver up in P3. Epic the Animal making an all-American second row. Sam Swift just beaten to that second row. He's in 5th. Sully in 6th, and then Arda in 7th. I think Sully and Arda had a bit more time in the bag there. V Robbie, of course, didn't even get to set a time because he crashed. Sloth retired after the Q3 ban that he had from last week, instant relinks. And Vai Sheng, well, who knows if he could have challenged Sly Guy. I think if people said yeah, people are saying he is going to be the one that can challenge the pole position time for Sligo, but didn't get to see. I think he did about 6 laps and invalidated every single one. Quickly through the comments, well done Sam, saying Mushroom, double has points tomorrow. Ramsell saying J Marks, Kieran saying Jesus, let's go Sam, saying Menace Max. Get me a Sligo qualifying lap, saying Ramsell. Yeah, Dylan Shannon, the Discord link is in the chat if you want to go ahead and join, and their Twitter's over there as well if you want to drop that a follow. Yeah, what a lap KD as well. People were saying it was an incredible lap. Mushroom and Theo very happy about that one. Countdown is now on for everyone to pick their strategies and their fuel loads. Don't forget, obviously, I would. Well, it's up to you whether you're under fuel. I'd definitely put less fuel than the game gives you.
My car, yeah.
Obviously, last night we didn't have a single safety car. Bradfield ran out of fuel in the last. That was incredibly clean race. 1 DNF, no safety car. So, yeah, you're taking a big risk if you're under fuel.
I haven't done as much as I did last night.
Banana Bus are saying good luck and remember to turn at the corners. Yeah, well, I hope they do. We definitely will have a safety car if they forget to turn. Here we go then.
Oh, Theo just a bit too early there. He's keen.
Yeah, it's formation that first, Theo. So yeah, top 10 as we mentioned, as we saw in Q2. Black Box, Epic the Animal, Arden v Robbie on the softs.
Oh, there was occurred. What?
You have to leave and get back in.
Yeah. For fuck's sake.
Oh, you're the host as well.
Oh, what was it doing that for?
Hopefully it's gone to somebody decent with decent internet connection, the host. Hopefully it'll let you get back in. I have to send you an invite. It might not let you. Oh, it does let me invite you. You're lucky. You have to make sure you're on the menu. But yeah, it'll help you drop back to last at least, won't it?
God's sake.
Just hope, obviously,
really
the new lobby host has got strong connection, but this has worked out really interesting, the ones that are on the softs, because Black Box will be challenging Sligo for the lead. He'll need to get ahead of Sligo to make his strategy work. It's easier said than done. And Epic the Animal as well has got KD to try and overtake at the start. Yeah, Battle of the Americans we might see there. The soft tyres will get away a bit better. Arden v Robbie be on a push, won't they?
Come on.
And the bottom 10.
Error.
Yeah, they're just ghosting through each other. They're not out of the session, don't worry. Bottom 10, 4 on the softs. Death Dragon, Siege, Nunda and Tommy. Yeah, you need to make sure you close the game, start it again, and don't join until you're on the menu. We're all ready to go here. AI's on 85, so you'll be fine once you're back in. Just waiting for Menace Max and the Mercedes to join at the back. See if the lights go out and we actually get away this time. We're all ready. Just waiting for the lights. There we go. We have the lights. Are the cars revving up? Yes, they are revving up. It's lights out and away we go. The lights stayed for ages. I think it's caught Black Box out. It's a great start from Sligo and Epic. The Animals already up into P2 in the Haas. No, he's not, because Black Box has got much more grip on the outside. But already Sligo's gained a fantastic lead. I think everyone's made it through turn 1 safely. We've got a yellow flag. I think that's Immortal who's lost it at the back. Or it might be Troye. I can't see because the telemetry's gone, but there's a Mercedes with no front wing. And what on earth's happening here? That again, it's doing the same as last night. All the cars are telling me it's in a different position, but we've got to watch this battle with Black Boxes. He's got Epic the Animal on the inside. He got past KD at the start, and now he's trying to get past Black Box again. Black Box going to fight it on the outside, but that's Epic the Animal's place, and he's gained 2 positions already. That's a great start from Epic the Animal and from Silly Sligo, who's clearing the lead on the medium tyres. Sam's in 4th. Great start from Sam. He's managed to get ahead of KD. Sully's in 6th. Arda 7th. V Robbie 8th. Vice Sheng's going to place up to 9th. Sloth's dropped down to 10th. Tommy 11th. Siege 12th. Troy 13th. Who's in AI? I thought I saw someone in AI then. Bit of dirt being kicked up. Troy 13th. Death Dragon 14th. Dan in 15th. Nunda 16th. Silly Sligo sets fastest lap of the race. Not surprised about that. Bradfield in 17th. Theo's overtaking. Theo's in the pits. He's got damage. And Sloth and Troy, I'm not sure what's happening there.
It's not letting me join.
Him. Oh, and Arda's lost it. Arda's lost it. He's lost it coming out of turn 1. Yeah, are you on the main menu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've reset the game.
Yeah, keep trying then. But it's in the pits, it's Theo, and Arda's lost it again, unfortunately. He's at the back. Why is this telemetry spazzing out? Just show me the leader. I want to see a leader. There we go. Epic Animals cashing up to Sly Guy on these softs. Not by too much. Black Box still there behind. And yeah, I think Arda's lost it again, isn't he, on a straight? Yeah, Arda's really struggling. Once you spin once, you've got to cool the tyres down. You've got to be patient. It's a long race. You can't just go for it straight away.
No.
So they fixed the glitch about 40 seconds ahead in qualifying one, and they fixed the glitch about the lights not going out. But now we've got a different glitch where our positions just spaz about everywhere. We finally see our gaps, so we can actually see what battles to follow. But KD in fourth, he's gone really wide there. That's going to allow Sligo in. DRS is now enabled. I don't think Sully's going to need it. Sully and Sligo, that's going to be a bit of a tongue twister for the Alfa Romeo drivers. He'll have DRS here, though. Here you go, and KD, I think he's just going to be a bypasser in this. And Sloth's getting passed by Tommy. I think Sloth must have had a really poor exit. He's lost a couple of places. Troye's up into 10th. What a start for Troye. He started 19th after that full quali ban. Little as it mattered to him. Dan Murphy's in 13th. He's looking to gain more places too. He's looking to gain a place on Siege here as well. He's got a good exit. I think Siege might have DRS too, and he has. And further up in front, Vaisheng's getting past Sam up in the P6, and Sully's getting... Yeah, finally got past KD, isn't he? But look at the gap between Sully and Black Box. Black Box right in the back of Epic the Animal. But this is a really close battle on Sully and KD. Why are the arrows still there? Come on, get rid of these arrows. Close the game. Just close the game again.
I've done it again. Twice now.
I'll invite you when we get a minute, but we've not got a minute now because Siege is out. Siege is out. I'm not sure what he's done there as a virtual safety car. I think he DNF'd last week's Siege, but it's... Yeah, I think he had a crash there, and full safety car's now out. Full safety car. I think he crashed there in F2 earlier this afternoon. But Siege is out, and there we go. We have a safety car. So first DNF already. We'll see if anyone comes in the pits. I think it's too early for anyone to come in the pits. Hard tyres can go to the end, possibly from here. But I wouldn't. I think everyone will stay out here. Oh, Theo's coming back in the pits, so he might be trying hard to the end as a reserve. Might as well try and do something different. That's all help Max and Immortal and Arda. I will want to get a minute. Oh, and Arda's got a drive through for speed under the safety car. Oh dear. I was just saying, what? Again, commentator's curse now. I was just saying, he's got a good chance now to get himself back in it, and he gets a drive through. If he serves that straight away and gets another safety car, then that's fine. This happened to me 2 weeks ago. I couldn't get back in. But if you can't get back in, you just have to watch the stream. You might actually get some points this way. Arda is in the pits. I don't think he knows. I don't think, he can't serve the drive-through under the safety car. So, and now he's going to be lapped. So, I'm not sure why Arda did that. Because now he's lapped, and it's going to be really hard for him to get himself back into it. Sloth is in the pits. Yeah, let's have a look at the position change. So Sly Guy course, great start. Epic the Animal, even better start. Gained 2 positions. Black Box did have a slow start. The lights were on for ages. I think I caught Black Box out. Epic the Animal gained 2 places. Sully's gained 2 places. KD's dropped 2 after that brilliant qualifying. Still a good P5 for him. Vaisheng's gained 4 places. Couldn't get a lap set in Q3, but doesn't matter now, is it? He's already up in the P6. Sam's lost a couple of places. Robbie's staying in 8th. He's got his teammate behind him now. A bit of a wingman for him. Troy in 10th, gaining 9 places. Dan up 7 to 11th. Nunda in 12th. Death Dragon 13th. Bradfield's AI's up in the 14th. Sloth in 15th. He's pitted and he's put on soft. So he's going to go soft now, Sloth is, to the end. Max in 16th. Theo 17th. Immortal's dropped to 18th. And then Arda's down 19 into... down 12 into 19th. A lap down. He's got a drive through to serve as well. So not looking too good for Arda. I'll try and get Bradfield another invite now. Now it's all calmed down. Safety car won't be in this lap. Have a quick look through the comments then. Sorry I'm late to the stream, saying Cody. No problem, he's here now where it matters in the race.
Still not.
Turn your PlayStation off then and turn it back on. Join the party first and join back in it. Ramsel saying, well, we had a glitch in my league last week like that. Yeah, it's crazy. Some of the glitches we have. They fixed some things and there's a new thing they come out with next week. Host can't get back in, saying Ramsel. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's what happened to me a couple of weeks ago. Kicked me out for whatever reason. Yeah, I thought I'd let Bradfield host tonight. just so I'm not all the strain's not on my internet, and then now it's kicked him out, unfortunately. But yeah, I say strain on internet. I don't think it's internet because there's no problem with any other game. It's simply Codemasters plus EA equals bullshit. Right, best of luck, Dylan said just before that. Yeah, Bradfield's going to go away and try and come back. If not, we'll just have to watch the stream with us. But he'll still be commentating with us and watching the stream, which is only a few seconds behind. Yeah, Theo did put the heart on, so he might try and go to the end. And yeah, I said it earlier, as a reserve, you know, Theo knows he's not got the pace as some of the top drivers in this league. He's just going to try and do something different. I don't blame him. It's a good idea from Theo. Could work for him. Could get him into the points, possibly. But he's just got to not even look at points. If you're a reserve, he's got to try and have a good race for yourself and make sure you don't get involved in any incidents. Will the safety car come in this lap? We normally know by now, so I don't think it is. Sly Guy still following. Oh, it is coming in. There we go. It's a bit of a late call. New follower. Thank you to VRT_Roses. Follower number 890 joins us just as Sly Guy's about to get us underway again here. Safety car's in the pits. When does Sly Guy go? He's going to leave it late, is he? Oh, he's got Epic the Animal right behind. Yeah, it's a good start again from Sly Guy. And Epic the Animals and Sly Guy have got 5-second penalties. They must have made contact there. Oh, that's going to mess us up at the end. V-Robbie's getting past Sam, and Sam's on the outside. Look. And they managed to all avoid contact somehow. But yeah, those 5-second penalties, I think they'll be removed. I think Epic the Animal just got a bit too close there to Sly Guy at the back. Menace Max up a couple of places. V-Robbie and Sam are still fighting out of a P7. And look, up in the inside into turn 3. They're all getting really close here. That is the tightest corner. And Vaisheng's getting past KD as well. Vaisheng's really on a mission here, isn't he? Started down in 10th after he couldn't get a lap set in Q3. Kept invalidating. But he's well in this race now. And Sam and V-Robbie battling out again, coming out of turn 5. Turn 4, sorry. And V-Robbie's got that moved on. Those soft tyres just got a bit more life in them still, haven't they? A bit more grip. Yeah, so and the car's gone really wide there. Alfa Romeo went really wide. And that Ferrari, oh look! That Ferrari, a KD, colliding with V-Robbie there, nearly pushed him off. I'm not sure if any of them have got damage. But Sam Swift's managed to get them past them both. And look, Troye on the outside of Tommy. It's a great move if he can make that stick. I don't know what V-Robbie and KD are up to there. It's a strange place to come together. And look, he's backing out there, young Tommy, sensibly so as well. Is Troye going to go down the inside? Oh, young Tommy's gone late on the brakes there. And he might push Troye off a bit. Bradfield is back with us. This allows Sloth in as well. And look, V-Robbie and KD side by side again. Got to watch out what's behind us as well. Vaisheng and Sully catching up to the front 3 as well. But yeah, in front of this battle from Sam, the top 5 are pulling away. And they will do even more so with these battling behind. Even itself out a little bit now. I don't think Tommy is going to go for moving his teammate. V-Robbie's letting him pass. So I don't know if V-Robbie's got slight damage. Otherwise, I'm not sure. Or maybe just feels Tommy's quicker at this stage. Yeah, top 2, Sly Guy and Epic the Animal. Both with 5-second penalty zone already. Sly Guy's pulling away. Yeah, I don't think it's long before these medium tyres get back. Yeah. I can't right now. That's right. Got great battle going on. You're doing better out the session in AI as you would if you were in it, to be honest. You're being shouted at now. V-Robbie's coming into the pits. So yeah, he did have damage, and that's why he let young Tommy through.
Can you be quiet?
Unplug your mic. Sully in 4th, cash out the black box. Yeah, Bradfield being told off there by everyone at the moment. Epic the Animal's really falling into the trap now. Black box. He's not going to have DRS to help defend either. But Sully and Vaisheng on these mediums. Yeah, I think we might start to see a bit of a change over now. I think the medium tyres might now be quicker, and KD's close to young Tommy. And yeah, KD's getting back ahead of young Tommy. Who's got a DRS here? I don't think. Yeah, they both have. So Tommy's going to go for it on the inside. I collided with KD here in the championship. Tommy gets the move done. So you've got to be extra careful there. Yeah, Liz is telling me now. Black Box and Epic the Animal are slower. Sully and Vaisheng are quicker. Oh, and Sully's nearly losing it. And Vaisheng just not quite close enough. And Sloth's getting past KD now. I don't know if KD's got slight damage from that collision with V-Robbie. But V-Robbie definitely did. He let his teammate through, and now he's pitted, obviously. And Tommy's got a 3-second penalty. Yeah, look at the gap between these already. Just after a couple of laps after the safety car. Sam Swift 2.7 behind this top 5 battle. And yellow flag for Nunda. And Immortal's gone too. I don't think they collided. Immortal's got no front wing. He's got to do a whole lap now without it. There's no damage for Nunda. I don't know what happened to Immortal there. I think I saw Nunda falling down the order, and then I don't know if Immortal slid out there as well, separately. Or hit into Nunda, which he shouldn't have done because ghosting is on. Sure, the animal keeps his pen. It wasn't a connection issue. Well, obviously we'll see what happens at the end. But Sam getting passed by Tommy now. So Tommy, I think it was just a case he had the DRS. Oh, isn't he sliding out of there? Yeah, look at the gap now. 3.4 between Tommy and this top 5. Yeah. Yeah, he said. So I think Ramsel said in the comments that hosts can't rejoin. I did. I was hosting this, and then I left. I got Bradfield in to host, and then I left, and then he invited me back, and I did manage to join back. So you can do it because I managed to do it when I made the lobby. I think Epic Animals going to be under big pressure here from Black Box, but Black Box has got to watch behind as well because Sully's just as close. He's lucky though. Sully didn't get a great exit out of turn 1. Sly guys, sorry, Epic Animals going to be under big pressure here. I think Black Box will just tuck in behind, get a wide exit, try and swoop in and go for it again here. And Sloth's getting past Sam, and Sloth's going for it on Tommy as well, and Tommy leaves him plenty of room. We've got to look at this battle though, and Black Box not close enough. V-Robbie just fast up a race on those fresh mediums. Sly Guy's not pulling away anymore though, is he? He's not pulling away. He's only 1.3 now, 1.2 in front. Yeah, I think Vice Sheng and Sully. Vice Sheng's just got to be patient. He can't get racing through these. It's not going to be easy. The gap behind is close, isn't it? Sam's getting passed though by a couple of drivers. So, yeah, Sloth. Yeah, Sloth of course pitted, didn't he? He's made his way through the field. He's already pitted for fresh Sloth, so Sloth's looking really good. That's a really good strategy call from Sloth. Epic the Animal closing up, wasn't he, on Silly Sligo? He's lost a few tenths now though. And Black Box closing up again on Sam. Will he be able to put him under more pressure this time? That's a better exit from Black Box. Sully's got a good exit outside as well. I think he's going to be closer this time, Black Box. He's come out of the slipstream though, so I don't think he's going to go for it. And no, again, he just tucks in. He doesn't go for quite as wide line this time. Vice Sheng's gone for it on Sully there, side by side, just behind. But Black Box is a lot closer to Epic the Animal. Oh, which one do we watch? We've got to watch Black Box. Black Box goes to the outside. We can see both on this view with Sully. Black Box on the outside of Epic the Animal. Goes around the outside. Epic the Animal tucks in. Vice Sheng's side by side, just behind. Black Box is ahead of Epic the Animal. Who's going to get the best out of this battle? Sully's on the inside. Vice Sheng trying to go around the outside. They've got to be careful here too. Don't go into one around this bit. And Sully, I think, has just kept the place, and he has. And Vice Sheng has to tuck him back behind. Brilliant racing from all 4 of them there. Sully stays ahead. Black Box gets ahead. And Sully's now got a 3-second penalty in defending this as well. Penalty's going to be really important later on in the race as well. All this battling's helped Silly Sligo pull out almost a 2-second lead now. But Black Box is going to be under pressure now this time because he's not got the DRS. Oh, Vice Sheng and Sully must have gone off coming out of turn 1 because Vice Sheng's got ahead. And now Vice Sheng can try and head up to Lee's too, but Epic the Animal's down the inside of Black Box. Black Box try and tucks back in and go for the switch back. DRS, yeah, Epic the Animal's not got the DRS, so Black Box hasn't got the DRS either. They must have been side by side, exactly side by side when they came across the activation line. And then Vice Sheng's got to try and summon up the inside. It's not really on, is it? He's got to back out, yeah, and he does back out. He's got Sully behind as well, and look, Sloth is closing up this gap. Troyer's getting past KD, coming out of turn 4. So many battles going on this track, I bet, but we can't leave this at the moment. All this battling again. Sly Guy just pulling away all the time though, isn't he? Black Box catching back up to Epic the Animal after he got past again. He'll want that position back. But Vice Sheng will really want to get ahead of these now. The medium tyres are definitely quicker at this point, apart from Sloths. Softs, of course, because they're 5 laps newer. Vice Sheng's got to be careful on the brakes. Oh, he's got a good line there, but Black Box in front has got the DRS. Sully has behind as well. Yellow flag, and I think that's Arda. Fair play to Arda. Oh, Sam's lost it as well. Sam's lost it coming out of turn 1. Keep your eyes on that, but Black Box getting back past Epic the Animal. And Vice Sheng's trying to 7 up the inside too. Makes contact though. He's got to be careful to lose that place to Sully behind, but Sam's gone off there, and Arda's gone off. And Arda is now out. He's retired the car in the pits. And yeah, Bradfield's car's in the pits, and Vice Sheng's now getting past Epic. There's a little touch, and Epic the Animal wobbled and that's allowed Weisheng to get through up in the P3. It's 3 seconds between the top two now. Weisheng really needs to get through if he's going to challenge City Sly Guy. They're on the same strategy, of course. These soft runners, I think, will pit in a lap or two. The undercut is important around here, isn't it? And I think Epic Yan might be pitting now. No, he's not. He went quite far to the right there, which made me think he was. And he was backing off a bit, but yeah, Weisheng can put Black Box under pressure now. Tommy is in the pits. And look at this. Sully on Epic Yanimal. Epic Yanimal's not going to have too much room on the outside there. And Sully gets in front going down to turn 1. Sully also has DRS. Weisheng a bit too far back from Black Box for P2 at the moment. Epic the Animal, though, wants it back from Sully. He's not going to get it, though. Oh, and it's a bit wobbly from Sully, and that's going to allow Epic the Animal through. I don't think there's much fighting that back from Sully. No, he's not. But Weisheng, again, he's just too far back from Black Box, and Bradfield Stunk still can't get back in the session. He's going to avoid penalties. He'll probably get points this way. Sully and Epic the Animal battling out behind. Epic the Animal's tyres, I think, are falling off a bit more than Black Box's because they're over a second behind now. And Weisheng's all over the back of Black Box. He's all over Black Box's gearbox.
Session 4, it keeps saying.
Mushroom's
Session
not happy
no
with
lo-
Sam.
no longer
And Sully.
exists.
Sully's lost it. He's lost his front wing as well. And so he's going to have to come in the pits now, probably for hards. He's in the gravel. He's got to get himself back on the track. And Black Box is in the pits. Epic the Animal. What happened there to Epic the Animal? He wasn't on the pit line then. He might have jumped over the pit line, you know, to get into the pits. But I think they've gambled there, hoping it was going to be a safety car, or at least a virtual safety car for Sully, and there wasn't. I'm surprised it wasn't. It was a big crash. There's a yellow flag again now, low, and that is for Sully again, I think. Yeah, Sully's lost it coming into the pits again. But Sully is now coming into the pits. Such a shame for Sully, because that was an incredible battle. But City Sly Guy leads. Weisheng's now got clean air in front of him. Sloth on this 10-lap-old Softs behind. He's really in this battle, Sloth, as well, because he's just got to pit one more time for more Softs. So yeah, good effort this from Sloth. Good strategy. Troy and Dan up in the 4th and 5th. We're not mentioning them much, but they've been making their way through the field. They're ahead of KD and Max. And Troy and Dan started on the back row, let's not forget. So fair play to them. Well, he didn't actually, because Max was on the back row, but I don't know if Max has got slight damage or not, but he is struggling for downforce, I think, through some of these turns. Theo's up into 8th and doesn't have to pit again. And Max has got a 3-second penalty, and KD's out of the race. KD is out. He's had a big crash there, and now we have a safety car. Same place. Sully lost it. Such a shame for KD reserving today. And the ones that just pitted. So Sully had to pit, of course. This helps him, but Epic the Animal just pitted. This is not going to help him. But it won't let you back in. It won't let you back in. But Weisheng and Sly Guy, can the Softs get to the end from here? They'll be able to tell us. Well, they won't be able to tell us, but they'll be looking at their tyre wear. And they'll be making a decision based on that. Softs might struggle to get to the end. Sloth, however, can go to mediums now to the end. He can put fresh mediums on. He's in a great place here, Sloth. Really is. Of course, Sly Guy and Weisheng can't put mediums on because that's what they started on. They've got to have at least 2 different compounds. Epic Animal saying his most unlucky league race in the world. Well, of course, how we go about our... Oh, he's battling out with DJ here. I'm not sure if we just overtook him or not, but of course with penalties with us, you can sometimes you can get your 5-second penalty removed. It's based on whether it's obviously he's served it in the pit, so it's unlikely it will be now as a safety car. But Weisheng and City Sly, of course, they've got to pit with those tyres, or they'll probably get swamped. Sloth is in the pits too. They've got to go to soft. City Sly Guy and Weisheng. It wouldn't surprise me if Weisheng went to hard slow. I know he's done medium hard at track where it's medium soft before, and he was questioning whether medium soft could do it. What does Weisheng put on? More mediums. I think that's a glitch. I think it's put him on the wrong tyres, because that's the one compound I don't think you would put on. Sloth's in for mediums to the end. Max is in for softs to the end. Troy, who just put on fresh softs. Look at Troy. Can he get past Max as well? Yeah, he can. Troy's up in the 5th on fresh softs to the end of the race. After a full quali ban. That's incredible from Troy. And Robbie's just getting past Menace Max as Max comes out the pits. So yeah, it's good to see Robbie's recovered his race. Epic Yanimal down the 11th low. Yeah, he had to serve his 5 seconds in the pit. Has lost him a lot of positions as well. Yeah, with us it's just whether it's fair, whether it's the common sense thing to remove your penalty. And Theo's going wide there. It's a funny way to go. Theo's on new mediums though to the ends in P10. I don't think he's going to be holding his teammate up too much though when it does come to the restart. Sully's back in the pits, offload softs and more mediums to the end, I presume. Yeah, so at least Sully can focus on getting that back. I know he only saw one DNF last night, but don't forget Summer Lees are stupidly quick. They're even quicker, so there's more room for error, isn't there? I mean, there's more chance of it going wrong if they're pushing it to the limit a lot more. Yeah, the big question here is, though, are those softs going to make it? And Weisheng, you've got to say, what a job he's done from P10 to get up to P2. And, oh, God, so unfortunate that he's now on more mediums. He's got to pit again. He's just got to try and pull out an advantage or hope for another safety car. And he is coming into the pits again, look. And he's going to come out in 15th. He must be gutted. I'd have stayed out, actually, and try and hope for another safety car in a few laps and then put in for softs. I wouldn't, because now he's going to be right towards the back. Might be out of frustration there for Weisheng. Yeah, I definitely would have waited. But he is now sorted to the end of the race with those soft tyres. Oh, his mechanics ain't quite sorted with his car though. Oh, right, then see you later. Bit of a glitch there. Sloth, what position Sloth's in? Black box is on 2 lap on mediums. Tyre wear wise, in the top, well, whole field, tyre wear wise, Sloth in P3 is in best shape, isn't he? He's on for more good points for the Alpine team. Grab a glass or two, Bradfield. Yeah, Bradfield's 13th at the moment. He's doing better than if he was actually racing. And Epic Animal, yeah, he just says frustrated. Again, say if there's a safety car like 2 laps to the end, Epic the Animal's down in 10th, and we remove his 5-second penalty and it puts him up to 1st. Obviously, that's not fair. However, if there's no more safety car to the end, his 5-second penalty would put him from 4th to 5th to 4th, and that'd be where he would have been without the penalty. Then that makes sense to do that. So each instant, in terms of 5-second penalties we look at, is different, and Sly Guy's off the track. What's happened to Sly Guy? He's down into 5th. I think Tommy's going to let him through, but I don't think he'll be entitled to go through anymore because he was off the track. Black Box is now in the lead. I don't know what Sly Guy's done there, but Black Box now going to do a safety car restart. Sly Guy went, I don't know if his wheel disconnected or what, but he went off the track and now he's down to 4th. Black Box then in the lead. His safety car restart, and he's gone. That's a good start from Black Box as well. Sloth behind, Troy's there too. Epic the Animal's already passed the 3 cars, 2 cars in fact. He's passed Max and his teammate Theo. Max got to be careful at the inside. DJ Death Dragon will have to be careful there at the inside too. And now he's getting past. Look at Troy on Sloth. Troy on these soft tyres. Epic the Animal's got a 5-second penalty. He overtook Theo before the safety car line, so I think that one will stand. Let's have a look there at Troy. Trying to get past Sloth. He's going to have the inside line. There are battles going on further down, and I think this one's all Troy's, and it is, and he closes that off nicely. Troy up in a P2. What a race this has been from Troy so far. Looks like Red Bull are on for some decent points. I hope I don't jinx it though. It'll be a tough ask for these tyres to get to the end, but it's definitely doable. And now Sly Guy's getting through on Sloth. I don't think Sloth fought that too hard, and I don't blame him. I don't think I'd have fought that too hard if he was coming at me like that. Weisheng's already up in the P11. Fair play to Weisheng. He's going for it, isn't he? Again, I don't think Theo will fight that too hard from Weisheng. He knows that's not his battle. Already Black Box 1.1 in the lead. And out of deploy is Troy, and that's going to allow Sly Guy through pretty easily. And again, Troy, I think he knows it's not one for him to really fight. But Sly Guy's now got a charge on to get back up to Black Box. Sly Guy don't want to push Lee's tyres too hard because they might struggle towards the end of the race, whereas Black Box is on the mediums, and Weisheng does get past Theo. Up into P10 then for Weisheng. McLaren in 6th and 7th doing well. Dan Murphy in 5th. Again, not mentioning him too much, but he's now catching up to Sloth. DRS not enabled yet, of course. He's not going to go for it. He's got to be patient, and Weisheng gets it done on Max before the corner, and Weisheng then weaving his tyres to try and get him warmed up a bit more as well. Epic the Animal wants to get through, doesn't he? Yeah, with that 5-second penalty he just had, I'm not sure if Theo, his teammate, braked to let him through before the line, or whether Epic the Animal just overtook him before. Obviously, if he reports it, we'll have a look after the race. Yeah, Sly Guy already within a second of Black Box. DRS. Oh, was that a splash of rain? Thought DRS enabled. Sly Guy sets the fastest. I thought I just saw a splash of rain on the track. And Sly Guy cuts that corner. He might have got a warning for that, but look at the exit he gets. It's absolutely brilliant. DRS is now enabled, as we just saw. He's cashing out to Black Box. You can see with the helicopter view how close he is, closing out 61 viewers. We love to see it. Sly Guy's going to be patient though. He'll take a wider line, try and swoop back in, and Black Box gets a poor exit. I think Sly Guy's going to have a great run here. DRS is open. Look at the view here. This is oh, that's not a good view though, is it? I think I jinxed that a little bit. Goes to the outside, and yes, it is raining. So it's raining. I'm not quite sure where that came from. We didn't expect that. Black Box trying to fight this, but Sly Guy's just got more grip. Black Box has got his nose in front. Black Box going to have the outside line. And Sly Guy, I think, now is in front. Black Box got to be careful. He's on the outside. And Sly Guy's going to have it. Oh, I clicked on the wrong car. Wrong Aston Martin. That was Death Dragon. They're still side by side, about to go into turn 9. Black Box has the inside line. And Sly Guy sensibly backs out. That's a brilliant battle between those two. Black Box gets a bit of a poor exit. Sly Guy compromised by that. Got the DRS. If you go for a move in a turn 1, though, you then got to try and defend it into turn 3. And there we go. Black Box wobbling a little bit on the soft tyres. Even now it's sprinkling with rain. It's going to be even more important to be on the softs, but they will wear quicker. Sly Guy gets through into turn 3. Yeah, that little turn there, further back. This turn here is classed as turn 2. So that's why I keep saying that this is turn 3. Vice Chain's up into P8 ahead of V Robbie. So now Silly Sly Guy's in the lead. He'd like to pull away, but if it's just a sprinkle of rain like this to the end of the race, then he needs to try and nurse these soft tyres home. And yeah, tyre wear's going to be bad enough, but now he's got to try and do it with it raining. He's got to look after these tyres. He wants to try and get a 1.5 second gap so he's clear with DRS. But he doesn't want to push it too hard and pull away. Black Box in second's looking good there, though. Troy in third's good, but Sloth putting him under pressure. Dan Murphy there in 5th, Young Tommy 6th. Epic the Animal wants to get through. We know he's got the pace of an animal. Young Tommy's struggling just in front. Great race from Tommy. Yeah, Young Tommy is struggling. That's harsh. That's silly. 3-second penalty for that. He's got a warning for sliding out the corner and losing time. But Epic the Animal's going to go down the inside. They tag wheels, but Epic the Animal is in front. He gets DRS as well. Does Epic the Animal. So does Tommy. I'm not quite sure why Epic the Animal's got it. He's there over a second behind. And V Robbie. Got onto the curb a bit there. Sully was getting the move done. Vice Sheng's in P8. Yeah, he's got to try and close up this battle in front now, and Epic the Animal's going to be under pressure from Tommy. Is Tommy going to go for it? Black Box out in front, so he really closed up on Sligo. Quickly look at that. Tommy's not going to go for the inside, no. Yeah, we got told there's no rain in this race. We got told we got no rain. But obviously, that was wrong. KD saying he was trying to let anyone through that was full time. Yeah, of course. Great to see that from reserves. Obviously, trying not to mess up any races of the full-time drivers. That's what we'd love to see from reserves, and no one's done that so far, which is good to see. Yeah, KD would care more if it was championship. Yeah, I'd be absolutely gutted. I'm sure we did on Thursday when we had our coming together. Epic the Animal, 3-second penalty now for him as well. And Sly Guy is being overtaken by Black Box into turn 1. Although Sly Guy's been really clever there. He's got a great exit out of turn 1. Now he's got the DRS. He's going to get that straight back. How to be enthusiastic about that overtake when you know he's just going to get overtaken straight back. But this one, however, Sloth down the inside of Troy down to turn 3. Who gets the better exit? Oh, Sloth gets DRS from the car in front, look, because he's within a second. So that's going to help him stay in front. I don't know what's going to happen with this rain. Are we going to be on intermediate tyres at some point soon? Because it's still just a light sprinkle, but the track's getting wet. We've seen it in both races so far this week, in the Championship and the Premier League. Towards the end of the race, it started raining. The exact same. We've not put it on this custom weather for every single race this week, I promise. But this is what's happened, and it makes it really interesting. As Nunda's getting past Theo for P12, Salo in 14th, Immortal 15th. We'll do a whole run through in a minute. I think Theo's just trying to get out of the way of the cars behind, and he has. Yeah, he lets Immortal through as well. Fair play to Theo. Good to see. And now Immortal's got a chance. We're also on board with Theo. This is a great view he's going to have here, and Immortal's getting ahead of Sam. Sam's going for a switchback, and Immortal's in the wall. And Theo's coming in the pits. Immortal slid there. Sam did really well to avoid that. He lost a bit of time. And who's that losing it? Oh, it's Immortal. I thought it was Sly Guy losing it then. Yellow flag for that, though. I wonder if Theo's going to put the inters on. It's Black Box. Is he going to go for the inside Sly Guy? No, he's not. Immortal lost it in the pits, has he? Oh, no, he's... Has that just reset his car to the track? I think it has. Reset it into the middle of the track. Vice Sheng on Sully then for P8. Yeah, Vice Sheng's struggling, isn't he? And I think Sully's going to get him here as well. Yeah, Sully is going to get him. Vice Sheng's now fallen down. He's not been catching up to Tommy and Epic the Animal at all. I don't know if he's got any sideboard damage. I'm not sure where he'd have it from. But You know, maybe he's just trying to nurse these tyres because he knows they're going to struggle to get to the end. I think the weather will go like last night, not quite wet enough. You know, it never did get wet enough, did it? Not for Mushroom's liking. And Sully's lost it again, and Weisheng's gone into the back of him. Oh, I don't know if Weisheng weren't quite watching there, but I thought he could have avoided that if he braked. But Sully's lost it, sliding off the track, and Weisheng's hit into the back. He's got wing damage as well now, Weisheng. If that is just a racing incident, of course, there's nothing Sully could have done about that. Sly Guy's got a 3-second penalty, and Sly Guy's lost it. Sly Guy's lost it. He's off the track. Oh, he's lucky. He's lucky he didn't slide into the wall, but he's let Sloth through as well. And those soft tyres are struggling. His teammate Sully's just lost it again, trying to call it come to the pits. So the Alfa Romeo team really struggling with downforce in these slippery conditions. But unfortunately for Sully, he's had another spin. Now he's out of the points, but his pace has been incredible today. But it's all about consistency. And look who's in the top 3 of the standings. These two are, and now they're batting for the lead. They don't seem to make mistakes. These two, Black Box and Sloth, P1 and P2. And Sam's out. Sam's lost it coming out of turn 3. Bradfield's Ghost is going to show us, and there's a safety car. To Weisheng and Sully's relief, there's a safety car. Yeah, shame there for Sam coming out of turn 3.
Come on, Bradfield, mate. Come on.
Bradfield's doing well here, isn't he? So now, again...
I can't get on. Do I have to watch it on the PlayStation thing? Just watching it.
Well, you can't get on the stream, can you?
No, I can't.
Your internet must have been cocked up then. But Black Box in P1 stays out. Troy's in the pits. Is everyone... Oh, Sloth stays out. Sly Guy stays out as well. That's surprising. I thought he'd come in. Dan Murphy stays out. Epic stays out. Tommy stays out. A lot more staying out. I thought nearly everyone could pit for fresh softs, because in these conditions where it's not quite wet enough, having fresh soft, you gain so much time. We saw it last night with cars just gaining and gaining. And V-Robbie's gone to Winters. I'm not quite sure that's a right move, but he is, you know, driving around the bottom half at the moment, not in the points, so he might as well try something different, and that could win in the race at the end of the day if it does suddenly start raining. If they all catch up to the safety car and it starts pouring down, and V-Robbie's going to be in P1, so it's worth trying something different if you're not in the points. Yes, people saying about Sam. King01 saying, let's go Black Box. Yeah, he's looking incredibly good at the moment. So he's got Sloth behind on a couple of lap fresher tyres. Sly Guy's behind, but Sly Guy's got a 3-second penalty. But it looks like those three are in great place. Dan Murphy in P4. Well, look at the position change. As you can see, it started in 18th, didn't he? Menace Max, great effort from last night's winner, from our second tier in the Premier League. Tommy's had a great race. I think he was lapped yesterday in the Premier League. Now come the Champions League, he's up in 6th. Epic the Animal, good recovery from him up in the 5th, but he has got 8 seconds worth of penalties, I believe. Have a quick look over the penalties. Yeah, it is. It's 6 for Tommy, and then 3 for Max. Haven't mentioned Death Dragon at all in this race. He's had a quiet race, but he's in P9, 10 lap old mediums. Bradfield's in the points. That's only because he's not been in his control of his car the whole race.
Come on.
Troy in 11th from Fresh Softs. Yeah, I think Troy could be in a great place here. I'm surprised as more people didn't pit, but I think he's going to ease past a lot of drivers here, at least past Bradfield's AI. But I think he'll ease past a lot of drivers. I really think if he's careful here, Troy, and he has enough laps, 6 laps, you know, there's lots of overtaking chances here. He could have a great chance, especially with penalties for a lot of cars in front. Keep your eyes on Troy in P11. Well, it's my job to keep my eyes on him on the stream, but he could be onto something really good. Don't think V-Robbie's quite happy on the intermediates at the moment, but yeah, if it starts raining suddenly and everyone has to pit for inters, he's in the lead, isn't he? Troy needs to let Bradfield's Ghost back through, yeah. Theo, Fresh Softs in 13th, Weisheng 14th, Sully 15th, Immortal 16th. Yeah, if Troy doesn't get the best of restarts and Theo and Weisheng, or Weisheng gets past, I think Theo would let Weisheng and Sully through, but yeah, don't rule those out towards the back either. But yeah, 16 left, we've got Sam out, KD out, Arda out, and Siege out. Siege lost it, I think we'll show you on board where he lost it. This is the one where he lost it. I think he lost it there in F2 earlier. I think it was all by himself. Arda retired in the pits, unfortunately, which is also obviously a points deduction for him. He was over a lap down, which is easy to do in Austria because it's such a short track. KD, of course, lost it. Same place Siege did. Just lost the put the power down too early and went and lost it there, didn't he? And Black Box is in the pits. So Black Box from the lead is in the pits. Is he putting? He must be putting the inters on. He's
That
got to be
looks
putting the
wet. That
inters on.
looks really wet to me.
It does look like it's getting wetter. Intermediates are on. That's a huge call. Leader of the race has put the inters on. V Robbie might have seen that and thought, hang on a minute. Let's have a look at his penalties.
Why is
3
Roy
seconds
Hale not
worth of
pitting? Come on.
penalties. You wouldn't get the points for it anyway. Be demoted, but you'll only ever get points with the AI. V Robbie, we've got to watch him now. I don't know we said about Troy, but Black Box, the leader of the race, the leader of the standings, has put pit for intermediates, so it makes me think it could be getting wet enough. And V Robbie would be laughing because he'd be leading the race if everyone else has to come in. And look, he's weaving, he's trying to get some heat into those intermediates. I mean, it's easy to get heat into them if the track's drier, so we'll see after restart. Surely a restart's going to be this lap. It is in this lap. Slough is in the lead of the race. He's got Sligo behind. Dan Murphy's now in third. Wow. In, saying Dylan. Yeah, I wonder if Jeff's stitched Black Box up there. But from first to last, it's a bold call. And look, Slough sliding, just trying to warm his tyres. I think Black Box has made a genius call there. More so, I think V Robbie's made a genius call. I wonder if they're just going to peel into the pits here and let Robbie and Black Box take an easy 1-2. Let's see what Slough does. No, he's staying out.
Wow.
They're all staying out. We could see. Oh, young Tommy's in the pits. He's going for it. He's calling it. This could get messy here. Slough starts the race then. And Nunda, yeah, a lot of them are into the pits. They've gone for it. Lee's, I think, Slough has done it before in Japan. And look at Sly Guy sliding. Slough's done it in Japan. He's been on wet conditions, hasn't he? Dry tyres, wet conditions. And who's lost it? It's Death Dragon who's lost it. Black Box is already up places, look. And look, V Robbie in a 7th. We'll keep our eyes on him. But there's battling going out in front. Sly Guy's really struggling. It's intermediate time. It's time for inters. Look at this. Look on board with V Robbie. They're all crawling along. Troy on those fresh softs is already up into 4th. We told you to watch out for him. He's up in the P4, close to 3rd already. Is he going to go down the inside? And look at V Robbie. He's just passing them like they're not there. He's up into 6th. Dan Murphy and Troy fighting Troy. 3-second penalty for going off the track. That might be removed if he doesn't get any more penalties. Epic the Animals there, and Troy's going wide now. Slough he's clearing the lead with a yellow flag. As for Sully, Sully's lost it again. This is a brilliant call from Robbie and Black Box. This could be the battle for the lead, and this is going to get messy here. Look, Dan Murphy's going to come in the pits. I think Epic the Animal... Oh no, he's not going to come in the pits. They're staying out. They know they'll be out the points if they don't pit. And V Robbie now. Oh, Epic the Animal's got to be careful there. V Robbie and Black Box. Look, DRS is still enabled, isn't it? So they're going to try and go to the end. I was telling you about Slough in Japan last year. DRS was disabled, and Slough stayed on the dry tyres to the end. And if one more lap he'd have lost it, but he won it, didn't he, by doing that? And V Robbie, look, on his intermediate tyres, just got so much more grip. He's got to back off low. No, he's not going to back off. He's going to go for it. And he's gone and made, Black Box, has gone and made 2 moves. He's got past V Robbie, which is incredibly important because that could be in the battle for the lead. And further behind, Epic the Animal and Dan Murphy are fighting. Troy is in 3rd. We said watch out for Troy. He's in 3rd. And now he's going to close up to the top 2 because his tyres are so much fresher as well. It's all getting really close down here, but we know Lee's and the 2 drivers on the charge now. Black Box, watch that time to Troy. Close up. Any of this top 5 can win. Actually, I don't think V Robbie is in the best of places. He's got a 3-second penalty, but if Black Box makes a mistake, like he nearly did, that would really let V Robbie in. Sly Guy on Slough then. Slough can win this race. Sly Guy, of course, has got a penalty, as has Troy. And Black Box has fallen off there because of that time. DRS is now enabled. Obviously, it gets 3 laps after the safety car, so it's still dry conditions, according to race control. But they are gaining, and Troy is gaining on Lee's 2 as well. And Vaisheng has lost it. Vaisheng's lost it. He's now coming into the pits. He was on the inters. So yeah, unfortunately for Vaisheng, it's not been the best of races, it, from start to finish. Sly Guy sliding. And Vaisheng's retired in the pits. That's a -2 point deduction for him. He only had to crawl along for another 3 laps, but that's going to be 2 points down for Vaisheng. V Robbie looking incredibly good, staying on the back of this battle. But look, even further behind, it is right on the changeover, isn't it? But if this was me, I'd be on the intermediates. because I cannot drive on a damp track with oh yeah, it's a penalty for Viro. I was about to say he's gone wide. I can't drive on a damp track with dry tyres. Black box is closing up though. When Sloth crosses the line, we'll have 3 laps left. Sloth sliding though. Yellow flag. What's that? Immortal and Sully have crashed. They've crashed. Sully's crashed in that same place again. He's had a lot of spins today, hasn't he, Sully? Got incredible pace. Just had a few spins. I don't know what's happened between them both there. Sloth in the lead then. Sly Guy still trying to get that move done. He's got a clear 3 seconds if he does get past Sloth. He's got the DRS now because it's still enabled. And I think he's going to get it done on the inside. Oh, he made contact. That could have been catastrophe. But Sly Guy's down the inside. Troye wants to look at this as well. And Sly Guy's pushed Sloth wide. And that's let Troye get ahead of Sloth as well. Black Box might be able to get ahead as well. And I don't think Sloth would be too happy with Sly Guy about that. Troye might have a go at Sly Guy. No, he's not going to. He's on 10 laps fresher tyres. But as it stands, Sloth still wins because of the penalty. Sly Guy's going... Oh, Troye, sorry, going around the outside of Sly Guy. Not quite got it there. Black Box now on the outside of Sloth. Sloth's got to be careful. Oh, look, Sloth not got the grip and he's pushing Black Box wide. Black Box gets through then. This could be one of the performances of the season. Sloth's got to watch that curb. And he does watch that curb. V-Bobby there in 5th. He's got to try and get past. I don't think this is the best place to try and do it. And he soon thinks against that. So as it stands, Black Box wins after being last just a few laps ago. What a call it was. And Sully, I think, has lost it again. He has. But Troye is now going to challenge Sly Guy for the lead of the race. He's going to go down the inside. No, he's not. He's got much fresher tyres. And he gets a better exit there. But yeah, Black Box is definitely the quickest driver on the track at the moment. And V-Robbie on the intermediates has lost it. Oh, his car's still facing the right way, so he can still recover this. Troye not quite getting past. He's given Sly Guy a bit of a tap there, isn't he? He's going to have the DRS as well, Troye. Yep, DRS is still enabled, so Troye is going to be on the inside. Black Box is looking on keenly to see what's going to happen. Troye down the inside. Sly Guy's going to go for the switchback, but Troye takes the lead. And after having a full quali ban, Troye is in the lead. Wow. Black Box and Sloth at the moment will get ahead of him because of the penalties, but it's still looking like a podium. Last sector before we start the final lap. I don't know if the rain's easing off, you know. It looks like it's got lighter. And I think, yeah, as we can see, Black Box has fallen back a little bit. I think the rain might have got a bit lighter because the dry tyre runners are looking quicker now. Yeah, Black Box has fallen back. He's got a bat on his hands now to try and catch up, to get within 3 seconds of Troye. Troye, however, is going to be under pressure of a silly Sly Guy. If it does start to dry up even more on this last lap, this could be for the win still between these two. And Black Box could still get past by Sloth. Here goes Silly Sly Guy down the inside of Troye. And Sloth behind doesn't go for it. And Epic the Animal's out. He's lost it. I'm not sure how he's lost it there. He must have lost it. We saw it nearly lose it on the straight earlier. But Epic the Animal is out. Sly Guy and Troye side by side on the last lap. Who's going to get it down into turn 4? Troye's on the outside. Sly Guy on the inside. We'll look at them side by side. Troye gets... Oh, it's not as good exit as Silly Sly Guy. Sloth did get ahead of Black Box. That could be for the win. At the moment, it is for the win. No, Troye's lost it. Troye's lost it. He's hit the curb and he's lost it. He was fighting for the lead. Sloth's in second. Black Box now in third. Troye's recovered it, but he's... Oh, that was a podium. He could have ran from last year. He's given it away. Sly Guy, 2.1 clear of Sloth. Sloth looks like he's going to win it. Coming out the final corner. Sly Guy will cross the line first. He's got a 3-second penalty. It dried out in the last lap. Sloth wins the Austrian Grand Prix. Black Box takes third. Well Dan Murphy in fourth. Great race from Dan. Menace Max fifth. Troye sixth. Tommy on the intermediate. It just dried up, didn't it? It dried up the last 2 laps, and that cost Black Box the win. Tommy's going to take... Immortal gets up to 7th. Sorry, Nunda 8th because Tommy had penalties.
I got a point.
Bradfield gets 9th. He weren't in the race. He'd never get points if he was in the race.
That's the thing.
Bradfield gets demoted. Tommy's up to 9th. Theo gets the point in the Champions League up in the P10. Oh, but Sloth, what a race. He's won the Austrian Grand Prix. He's won a race in the Champions League. Silly Sly Guy in second. Black Box in third. And yeah, the rain has stopped now. And that's all it was for Black Box. He needed an extra lap of rain to win that race. And it just dried up at the wrong time. DNFs and Epic the Animal lost it on the straight coming into turn 3 on the final lap. Vai Sheng in 16th, retired in the pit, so he's lost 2 points for that, as did Arda. Sam Swift, we know he crashed. Oh, Sully's crashed there as well. That wheel going around. But what a race. Brilliant race, saying Dylan. Oh, fall in a moment saying what a race, and donates 1,000 bits as well. Big thanks. That's Jake the Slayer. Big thank you. Holy shit, saying Sloth. Well, go on, Sloth. Get yourself on. Get yourself on for an interview. I know he hasn't before, but I'll speak to him after that. Yeah, good race, Bradfield, saying Mushroom. That was a brilliant race from Bradfield.
I was really impressed with that. I might have my AI race a bit more often, to be fair.
We could have a different winner every race this season. Crazy. 58 viewers as well. Big thanks to everyone watching. But look at that.
Cheers,
Sloth
lads.
P1. Sly Guy lap penalty in the end, costing the race. He gets the fastest lap point as well. So 19 points for Sly Guy. Black Box in third. Really bold move to pit to the Inters, and it nearly worked for him, didn't it? Dan Murphy 4th from 18th. Max 5th from last on the grid. Last night's winner. Well done to Max. Gutted for Troy A. Can't help but say I'm gutted for Troy A. Because he would have been on the podium if he didn't spin on the final lap. Even still, P6 gets his first points of the season. Red Bull's first points. Immortal gets points from 2 and 7th. Nunda in 8th. Quiet race for him, really, but 4 points. Tommy goes up to 9th, so 2 points for McLaren. And Theo goes up to 10th just because Bradfield's ghost. Bradfield's in AI the whole race because he was kicked from the session, but he obviously loses those 2 places. We'll see if any of Sloth, Sly Guy, and Black Box fancy join us for an interview. Oh, if they do, I don't know where I'm going to start because that was just incredible. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm gutted for Troy. Eh? Just hit that curb, didn't he? Hit that curb on the final lap.
Yeah.
And that's cost him a podium. And he'll be kicking himself right now. But he's a serial winner, Troy, eh? As are most people in this league. So
it's a long season ahead, mate. So don't worry too much, mate.
Yeah, and V Robbie saying he's gutted it dried up to the end. Yeah, V Robbie, we said to keep an eye on him because he was the only one that went for the Inters. He took a gamble, didn't he, V Robbie, and it nearly paid off to get him some great points. But like I say, as for V Robbie, if he wants a full-time seat, there's one there for him if he wants it. And it was a great race from V Robbie. He's unlucky to lose it at the end. Craziest race of the season, saying, oh, it was a crazy race. Absolutely brilliant race, though, got to say. Oh, catch me breath for a minute. And then, yeah, we have got Black Box with us in the comments. In the party, sorry. Jamie and Wright saying who won. Only come back. You find out if you listen to the interviews, hopefully. But yeah, Black Box. That was a bold move. Pitting from first. Came out in last. And we thought it was going to work for you. And then it just dried up at the end. How was your race?
Well, I mean, first of all, that must have been entertaining, right?
Oh, my God. I'm out of breath.
Yeah, I mean, that was crazy, wasn't it? I tried to put on a show. I tried to get the first place back, but you know it was impossible with the drying conditions. But I mean, I did my best. It was possible, but I lost it towards the end. I lost the pace, so yeah, it's a bit bittersweet. I still got a podium, so I'll take it.
Yeah, like we said, obviously consistency in this league is going to be important because everyone's so quick. So if there's a race where you do make a mistake or a strategy call, as long as you pick up the points, you're going to do well. Do you think you'd have won it if one more lap of rain?
Yeah, easily, because the guy in first, Sly Guy, had a penalty. So, and also, did you guys catch our battle? That must have been exciting to watch.
There were so many battles. I can't remember which one was which, but yeah, when you were battling for the lead,
for like sector 2 for the whole time. So it's crazy, but
that's crazy.
To him, he's a great driver.
Surprised it didn't go wrong. Talking to Sly Guy, we'll go on to him as well. Sly Guy P2, great to have you racing with us finally, mate. Yes, really unlucky. If it weren't for that penalty, you'd have won today. But the pacing quality, especially, turned in the good points in the race as well. Well done, mate. How was that? Oh, we did see one. I thought I saw one. Yeah, I thought that was what it was, which is could have cost you in the end, but. Yeah, even still, P2 fastest lap as well, so 19 points for Sly Guy. Yeah, good to finally get some good points for Alfa Romeo, and yeah, great to have you racing with us. Sloth's not joined us. I think he's gone a bit shy, but yeah, Sloth after that win is an incredible win. I don't think anyone put Sloth down to win the race. But anyway, that's going to end us for today. Absolutely brilliant. Supporting the stream as well. I think we hit 61 viewers at one point, and big thanks for all your bits and subs as well
cheers,
we got in
lads.
today. Plenty of that too, and hopefully you got some entertainment out of that. I know I did. I'll go and have a lay down, I think, after that. Incredible race. Austria's been brilliant for us. We've got League 1, League 2 tomorrow, and then next week we'll be back for Mexico as well. So that's the next time you'll hear my